Like right at the end there, I just have a
Don't
blank
worry.
spot.
It's in here like a steel trap.
Oh, is it now?
Okay. You know, I believe you.
What did you name last session?
Why don't you look on YouTube?
Let me look at YouTube. Oh, goodbye, friend.
Oh, goodbye, friend.
So Kirsty died. Gus is staring at me.
Kirsty? That's close
And
enough.
breathing heavily, which is extra creepy.
Yeah, he does that. For fun and nourishment.
Gus. Hey,
I can't do the recap
Guys here?
unless.
Go, Cole.
Okay, so Kirsty died, and then we had a funeral, and we all kind of took turns consoling Daisy in our different ways.
Well,
But
you guys did.
Daisy, yeah, most of us. Daisy is inconsolable, and just downright not doing so hot.
Understandably.
Dropped out of
Yeah.
college.
Dropped out of college.
Cut her hair and
Cut
dyed
hair.
it.
And got new piercings.
Piercings.
Yes.
All the
Which
good
has been
stuff.
a long time coming.
Yeah.
It really has been, yeah.
She should have dyed her hair right after.
Oh, fuck,
breaking
I
up with
needed to
Bryce.
update the pic crew.
For
I
real.
forgot.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just next time.
But then we had some new friends come into the who's and what's it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
but what's
yes.
it?
Who's it, what's it
There's a
department.
man named Havilar who is sort of in charge of an upstart clan
House.
house, trying to really get the name out there, and decides that we are the perfect stepping stone, aka supporting Hakim as the new chancellor, and that's gonna allow him to in the future run for chancellor because Hakim wants to get rid
At least
of the
that's
clan
our
system.
suspicion.
That's
We
our-
didn't say that.
at least that's what
So never has something as explicit as get rid of clan system, but open up positions of power to people outside of it, or at least not within their power structures. If I need to get specific with the wording,
yeah.
Which they will.
That's
bro,
polite.
it's literally politics. You cannot be making
But
general statements
that
like
was-
that.
that was at
It's a
least-
recap.
That's at least what
Don't
Ramona
matter.
was insinuating when Quinn talked to her.
You're gonna get Hakeem killed if you say shit like that.
Okay, I'll do it too.
That sounds fun.
But we also find out that Havilar is like associated with the worshippers of Asmodeus.
Asmode.
Asmo.
Or he's a part of the Church of Asmod.
Part of the church, and that's kind of like a semi but also like a
Oopsies.
enemy. My enemy is my friend situation. So it's like fine for the most part,
That's not your issue right now.
except that Nephros
Turn that
is
bitch on.
one of
Nephros.
Medea's
How you doing, Sophie?
husbands.
Power on.
She told me to turn this bitch on.
Shut up.
Nephros has ties with the worshippers of Asmodeus, which I guess we don't know that Medea doesn't know, but Aaron's reaction made me feel
Yeah,
as though
I'm like,
Medea
hey.
doesn't
Oh,
know
yeah, by
that.
the way, I never got more on that. Is that supposed to be like,
Yeah,
okay?
you have to get bored. That's how it's important for you.
Okay, cool.
Aaron's like, Amanda.
I need the
So-
lawyer.
Yeah, they were texting me all caps, and they're like, check your phone. I was looking, I'm like, I'm not answering that.
Quinn's saving that for a rainy day.
Every
And-
time I hear the name Nephros, my brain immediately jumps to nephrophilia for some reason.
Nephrophilia. Yeah,
Yeah.
he does have saying nephrophilia.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
because
that's
Dustin
fine.
like chanting in your fucking ear over there.
Yeah, like,
This
and
is
now
funny.
it
People
is
get
funny.
mad when they name somebody something where I'm just
On the
like,
bright side,
my brain's
nephrophilia
gonna do
doesn't
it.
exist. Necrophilia, however.
Yeah.
Well, we're in a fantasy world.
So
You're
it
right.
can
Necrophilia can
exist.
exist.
Yeah, like
What would
Emperor.
necrophilia be?
Fucking Nephros.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay, okay. In
Specifically.
that
I
case,
love
well.
fucking Nephros, man.
Oh man, Horde would probably enjoy it if that happened too.
Ramona is
To have
sticking with us for a
full
while
sexuality named after
as
him,
like
yeah.
a foreign exchange student or something.
Except we're not sending anyone back.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna leave my sister here for you guys. Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun at camp.
But
She's like, wait,
And
what?
she's like, what the fuck? Dude.
Havilar said, I want you to meet somebody, and was like, I'm going to bring a surprise guest who's going to tell you surprise information. and then brought in some woman who
Some broad.
some
broad.
broad who
Yeah,
has
Quinn was like, what fucking broad is this?
Quinn said that out loud too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What is
then
a woman supposed to
and then
tell us?
she went like, so the reason I'm here is, and then
And
the
then we
session
ended.
ended.
Yes.
That was pretty funny.
And we'll pick that up right now.
No, how dare you?
No, wait. I don't want to play
Wait.
this game.
Stop!
Stop.
Stop! I said stop it!
Okay.
Sorry.
Siri, it's okay.
Sorry.
You're not allowed to say okay in front of her.
It's okay, Siri. This is.
I was about to say, I'm like, there's dread being
I was
involved
like-
here.
I was like, is this thing on? And I kept turning it on. And I was just like, oh, this is just the dread beat I see. So you guys are all, I guess we'll say, both departments are probably there. So you
Both
guys
departments? Or both teams in the department?
both divisions.
Oh, sorry.
On my end. So you guys probably made the library a little makeshift meeting room. So like Karasi Lambert, this woman is at the head of this table, but the rest of you guys there. My name is Karasi Lambert.
Crossing road?
Karasi.
Oh.
I dropped her pick through with her name and everything. Don't even start with me, right?
You're saying it like Crossy Road.
Crossy Road. So, I guess I should give you guys a bit of background on who I am. I graduated out of my class from Harrison University. I've studied in Rava, Stodgy, and my area of research does focus more on biology and medicine. I have both a medical degree and an artificing degree. So, not to toot my own horn, but I wasn't too surprised when one of the clans offered me a job. I had just assumed the Alda clan would be the one to do it, them being more interested in medicine, but you have to decide. Offered me a military position, so good pay, benefits, facilities, so obviously I agreed to it, because that's a pretty good gig. And I think, there's, Sasha, the wizard, and there was just, nodding, yeah, that sounds baller. They didn't... I had one day in that lab, and it made me physically ill. They did not want me to be a healer of any kind. They wanted me to make weapons out of people. I'm a scientist, but I believe science has a limit and you shouldn't go past it. It should be used to make a better life, not whatever they were doing there. And you'll say I didn't want to be an asset or a part of whatever they were doing. I had no clue where to go, who to go to. I couldn't just keep helping them. I didn't show up for my third day. Started looking for some people who could help me get out. Try to be subtle, maybe check out some more interesting, unsavory places, maybe bodyguards type of thing, higher protection. I did get a bit scared and leave though, but the fourth day they sent someone to my house, pretended to be sick, and I don't really think they bought it, so they weren't leaving. But that's when Mr. Flynn and Ramona actually came by to help me out of that situation. They've been hiding me since. He said he could give me to people who could protect me and use my information, and I'm assuming he met you guys since I'm here now. I mean, I know the location of the lab on the side property. they spoke of another one. I'm not too sure where, but I'm sure they do have information on where it's located at that lab.
How long have they been protecting you?
About a week. So, I'm assuming that place is a no-quit zone, you know, top secret information. But I have information, and I will gladly give it.
Would I be able to insight kind of that story?
Yep.
Just if she's leaving shit out, or if it was more than a few days or something like that. Oh, I rolled an alright one. Oh, I have proficiency in that.
Oh my god.
Oh!
This
Well,
man.
it's a 17 on the
23
die.
insight.
She is telling you the entire truth. I think she does seem a bit spooked, probably because, like, running away from a clan is
That's pretty big.
kind of big, yeah. So she's like, God, they would absolutely shoot me in the head if they could. But she's telling you the whole truth. I mean, I can give you names, location. I mean, I don't know the best way to sneak there, but
It is in Desai territory, correct?
yeah, it's right, actually, on their property.
The clan property.
Their house, yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
Which means that the head of the Desai is absolutely implicated in it and cannot be dismissed from it.
I don't have any proof on me of that, but
I guess I'll turn to Mr. Flynn, because he's here, right?
No, they left.
No.
Ramona's probably
Ramona's here, but
I think
okay.
he kind of
Okay.
he can't be staying here
Yeah.
that long. Ramona's
he
here.
can't be seen with us.
How did we come across this person?
When she went to those bars, she went to some seedy bars looking for help. That we have a whole network of people that tipped us off.
What organizations did you all meet with, Miss Lawrence?
Lambert.
One of those L names.
I feel like that's
I don't
a
know that I
character.
met with any organizations. I don't know what you're asking me here. Are you talking about like people I asked for help?
Yeah, just what organizations might know that
I didn't.
you may be on the run and might be going
I
for
mean,
similar things or
I
something.
didn't tell them anything about the size stuff. I was just looking for maybe a bodyguard or two, but I'm not really used to going out and doing that. So, like I said, I went home. But I guess I looked frazzled in the
Who from the Desai clan approached you about this job?
Yes, who recruited you?
Well, it was actually one of the project leads. His name is Mason Rowe.
Do I recognize that name?
Probably not.
No.
No, they're not. I doubt that Henry Desai himself is going to come down and ask me for a job. You know, he has people for that know better about the fields, hence Mason Rowe. Mr. Rowe.
Did you reckon anyone from the main Desai leading family? Do you recognize them in general? And if you do, did you see them in the vicinity while you were there?
No, I was there 2 days,
Have a check.
so
It is on their property.
it is. So
I'd like a little bit of clarification on what specifically you want us to do about this. Are you hoping we're gonna go in there and blow this thing up, or are you hoping that we're gonna like go in, find the classified documents and publish them? Like, what do you want?
I guess that's up to you guys. Really, I was just told this information might be useful to you. I'm not someone looking to hire you to do any big thing. I just feel like someone needs to know. And if you guys care about that, like they're making like soldiers out of demons. Isn't that your thing? The Department of Demonology? Like that's like your forte?
That it is.
You're not wrong. We were just wondering if you had any particular goals of shutting them down because of what you saw.
You mentioned having morals earlier, and I wanted to make sure that you weren't going to freak out if we like went in there and killed a bunch of people.
I don't want to be the one killing people. If that's okay.
She's like, please don't invite me to this party.
We strap guns to her hands and send her in.
Yeah.
Fingers taped to the triggers.
It's like that Daniel Radcliffe movie. Yeah. What was that?
Guns Akimbo.
Yeah. But if it's not, if I don't have to watch it, you guys, you're the professionals, I'm assuming.
Honestly.
And I was like,
point,
yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, I mean that, but also, I guess I said two things: blow it up and air the dirty laundry. What if we did both?
I'm all for both. If we can
feel
get
like
in
both
and
would
get
be great.
all the evidence and then blow it sky high, that's not bad talent.
I guess here's the thing is if we start going after organizations like that, who's to say there aren't other, we'll say families doing similar things that would then look unfavorably upon us.
Yeah.
I do want to stop this, but...
Is Brennan here?
Yeah.
I think Quinn would turn to Brennan and be like, "Yeah, that's my only holdup.
there are 5
I agree
families.
with you,
There's
dear.
very could likely be 5
Well,
labs.
This is the thing then.
Yeah.
If they're working together and you can find evidence of it, it's even better.
Yeah, I just, we're a government organization funded by more than one clan. So I guess this would be the most political thing we've ever done. And we would definitely kind of be the declaration of war if people found out that was
Unless
us.
you guys don't get caught.
There's
Maybe
also
I like that rule.
Yeah.
Also, instead of viewing it as a declaration of war, view it as more, as you said, something more governmental in structure. Internal audit.
Internal.
Just
You
perhaps
really
more
are in
aggressive
politics, aren't you?
than a regular internal audit.
Aggressive internal audit.
Are you suggesting that the Silflees clan request an aggressive internal audit of the
I'm
Decide?
saying if we are caught, we can do so. I like the stealth plan much better, especially if we can potentially anonymously publish findings. Therefore, it removes any sort of arguments of bias if they don't know where it came from.
Would your husband be willing to write up any papers?
If we were willing to part with neutrality, I'm willing to bet he would.
Okay. But stealth is a better option. We also maybe need a better way into their
Yes.
property,
That's
which we can ask around and figure something out. I mean, they are in Braston, which I'll point to it on the map.
on the map. I'm the map.
Braston's right here.
It's literally
You
on
guys are right here.
Oh,
it's
that's
on
so
the
far.
fucking border of the country. That's a horrible place.
Yeah.
We have to go through the desert again? No. Please.
No, the dogs.
Not the dogs. Actually, I love killing dogs.
Oh yeah,
no, I'm
this
fine.
is
And we have
the-
camels.
And we have camels. They're sitting in the stables waiting for us.
AKA your room.
Yeah, well, she's not sleeping in it.
Just standing.
Just standing. She just stands with the camels.
Sometimes she will go hang out with the camels at like 3 a.m.
They're the only ones that tolerate her music.
Yeah. They don't tell her to shut up. Yeah.
But we don't have to. We'll need some time to prepare, and then you guys will be traveling there, which will take some time. So we'll have some time to try to figure out maybe put out some feelers on any opportunities we can get close
I'll
to
talk
their
with
house.
I'll talk with my people, see if they can't find something too.
Okay.
That's Karasi. Are you intent on coming with us? Well, thank
She's like,
I
please
would-
no, please no,
I
please
would
no.
very much prefer for you to stay here and just give us as much information about the facility itself.
If you want me to just write a bunch of things down,
That would
I
be
can.
extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. I know, I feel like if I showed my face, it might be shoot on sight. I don't know.
Maybe you could draw us a map as well.
Okay.
I do remember, yes.
Okay.
Any sort of things you needed to have access to get into the main building, things like that.
Yeah, I can do that. I have a good memory. I mean, chances are they could have switched some passwords around, but you know what? On the off chance they didn't.
Luck check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Well, I'll do that. I'll write down names, locations, try a map.
I would be very much interested once we get there to see if we can't locate where the secondary facility across mentioned hearing about is.
And if you can give us estimates for personnel and types of personnel, gardeners, guards, maids, the likes that may be around that may spot us.
Okay, I'll see what I can remember.
Best you can,
Okay.
anyway.
Maybe the best thing would have been to stay and gather more intel, but I'm a book reader, I'm not a spy. So, sorry.
Anything
Wow.
else?
Okay. Umbrella will go, okay, I guess we'll say meeting adjourned for now, give Karasi some time to write some things down.
Yes, and Karasi, it would probably be in your best interest to not leave the building.
That as well.
Okay.
It's the capital, anyone can be wandering around.
Right.
And if you do absolutely have to leave, make sure you don't leave alone.
I'll just stay inside. I mean, I'll just be in here probably.
Fair.
Like, I have a bedroll and everything. I can just, and Brent's like, we can,
Is Alexander in here?
probably not right now.
Oh. I was gonna pull some matchmaking. Alright, I want to.
'Cause
Can
that
you let
went,
the man breathe?
Yeah.
that went so well
Because the
last
DM's
time.
great at
You
matchmaking.
know this.
She's
She's
married
like, you
6
know
times."
what? You know what would be a good match right now?
The nerds!
A grieving man who just lost his little sister,
And a woman scared for her life.
Oh, Jesus
and,
Christ.
and a woman on the run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No better protection
She's
from one
great
clan
at
than another
this.
clan.
Man, she's great at this.
Also, since it seems you guys are going to be the ones to do this eventually, if you want someone from Division 1 to go with you for support, think about that.
Nah, we're good.
No.
No, we should just get some help.
Just
I would vote on Otto myself.
I
There's
would
that. Might be
prefer-
good to have someone who knows, like, magic well, like
Yes.
the arcana and such.
I cannot be our only spellcaster. Well, not only, but I can't be the primary.
yeah, sure.
There's
I
our
just got
Eldritch
dissed.
Blast.
Because yeah, we
I
could
just
do,
got
I
dissed.
have a question for you.
Oh no.
What is your pact boon? Do you have blade, tome, talisman, chain?
She's pulling out the phone, she don't know. We're definitely high level enough where you have different feats based off of that.
I'm gonna need. What's a boon? Hold on. I'm looking through the stuff for this character.
We'll just pull up a warlock.
if T made an active choice, I could see her picking the chain because she's like, ooh, it's
Yeah,
a
but I'm
real
like, she's
animal.
never summoned a
But
guy
I don't
before.
think that
I
she's
can
aware
summon
of this
things?
feature.
That's true.
Hold on.
Pact boon at 3rd level.
So So T hasn't been leveling up properly.
It was at third level. This was at the beginning of the
Hold
character.
on. I thought I couldn't do Pact of the Blade because that's like, I thought you maybe Pact of the Fiend.
There's two things you can choose. You choose Pact of the Fiend and what your patron is, and then what you get from that, so they can give you a blade or a talisman
I was
or a
wondering
guy.
why you
So I-
only ever Eldritch
Yeah, I was
Blasted.
wondering
I
about that.
fully skipped this section because I went. She told me Pact of the Fiend, so I only read the stuff under Pact of the Fiend.
Understandable.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is all
What
Amanda's
is-
fault.
We were talking about that. I was like, I do wonder what T's like packed.
We're like, wow, she's really not using any sort
She
of
doesn't
soap
have a
glass.
sword. She's not summoning a guy. I couldn't imagine a knife.
I'm
packed
like
at
Warlock.
home.
Couldn't tell you what
So,
kind.
like, there's talisman, but you get a D4 to certain rolls if you wish.
I'm gonna be reading some wiki stuff.
She's
I'm gonna be
not-
going through my options.
And you know what? Fully canonically, like, Anai's gonna, in the next fight, is just gonna be like whipping shit out of nowhere, like, where the hell was that? She's like, I just remembered how to do it.
Wait, I just
Actually,
The wonderful part of being
it
an
would come in
amnesiac.
right after that big like lore drop
yeah,
you
you know,
did to
yeah.
me.
We'll say you extra for lore.
I extra. You could say I didn't have the option until after that big lore drop. Like I
Yeah,
re-accessed
we'll do that.
part of my brain.
We'll do that. So pick whichever one.
Oh my
you
god, you
think.
took the limitless pill right after that.
I did.
What was
I
the
did.
name of the Desai capital?
Brasted. BRASTIN.
With an O-N, thank you.
Sorry.
You gotta own it. I keep telling you this.
You gotta. Oh, hey.
Own your burps.
I'd like to point out that
No
no
more
one told me there was two
apologies.
different packs in the same fucking thing.
I didn't know we were supposed to.
Yeah.
I've never played a warlock before.
I didn't know we were supposed
It's fair, but also, why is there two different packs?
So, as you guys go your separate ways, Quinn, where do you go?
I was gonna talk to Bran,
You know, yeah, you guys
so I go to Bran's
you go to
office.
Bren's office. What do you say to Bren?
I was just gonna ask him, like, hey, so I've been hearing the name Osmodius quite a lot. I don't know jack shit about these people. Like, how does this guy fit into the puzzle? Is this something we're worried about?
Did you go to school at all?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, I went to school.
Okay. Well, luckily for you, I know about Asmodeus. I mean, he is the king of hell, literally.
Oh, okay.
Like he's the hell guy.
Oh wait, I remember Grandpa's nemesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
quit. Bren does. Oh right. Yeah, him and your grandpa fought all the fucking time. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, okay.
Inherited.
Yeah,
to
he's. I mean, do you
around
want to
the
know
world.
anything further? He's the king of hell. His big thing is. I mean, he's definitely better than Orcus.
I mean, yeah, but we're like fighting demons. Demons are popping up everywhere, and King of Hell might be a piece of that puzzle.
Yeah, but the king of hell also doesn't like demons. I feel like we need to establish that devils
Okay.
and demons don't like each other. I know it seems weird, but they actually have been fighting forever. The thing called the Blood War. The Endless War.
Isn't that just what Rathmorn does?
You know what? I've been giving Matthias different readings on history and stuff. I might assign the same ones to you.
I actually would do. I would
Giving the
take
poor
that.
kid
Yeah.
homework.
Yeah, he needs to learn. He's 13.
Yeah, and Brent's a nerd. Like, you think he wouldn't do
Yeah,
that
he
to a 13-year-old?
can't just be fighting all day.
So
How has
I
he not
talked
noticed that I'm
to
dumb too?
I talked to Ramona, and
He hasn't given me homework yet.
she said that because Havilar said that he's got some close relationship with one of Hakim's spouses, and Ramona said it was Nephros. Is that something we should be interested in?
Maybe. I mean, it seems like something you're interested in. I mean, don't get me wrong, Asmodeus, I don't think is a great guy.
Honestly, what I'm trying to avoid right now is like we defeat, the cult of Orcus, and then it's like, ha ha ha, my name's Asmodeus, and I was the real villain all along.
Right.
Like, that's what I don't want.
I love
Keeping an eye on
I love when
things.
you're prophetic.
Keeping an eye on things is definitely.
Oh, and I heard an eye. I was
Oh.
like, oh.
That's my name.
Tuned back in.
And Nye ducks her head into the office like, what?
I don't think that's a bad idea to keep our eyes open. I mean, if you want me to, I can try to focus in more on that. Traveler will mostly be talking to me.
Okay. I might poke around a bit as well, if that's alright.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that.
Cool.
I think as you're talking to Brent, very suddenly, there's like a weight on your shoulders. There's a raven appears, and you hear
Materializes on the shoulder.
in your head, "This is your favorite Quinn Prescott. Use him well."
A bird?
And the bird caws, and Brent is like, "What the fuck?
Yeah, his god does not talk to
When
him
did
like
you
this.
get a fucking raven?"
I just appeared, and then the Raven Queen was just like, "This is a gift," which is like pretty
Did
cool.
you ask her for one recently?
Yeah.
Yeah!
I guess I got a bird now.
What the fuck?
And Brandon's just like, nothing should really surprise me anymore, actually.
Your name's Quoth now, alright?
What's it?
Cause,
Quoth.
Raven.
Quoth the Raven.
Oh, fuck yeah, I love
Quoth
that.
the Raven, yeah.
Alright, Quoth, we got a job to do.
I always read it as
The quote like cause, and it's like a little excited.
Quinn's gonna leave Brent's office. First is obviously gonna stop at a pet store to get, I don't know.
Medea has so much birdseed.
I don't trust Medea.
Yeah, but his birdseed is tainted
Yeah.
with the blood of everyone who lives in this
It's
country.
tainted with polyamory.
You sound like my parents.
Can't have a polyamorous bird.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk by Nadir and he's gonna be like, "Oh, you have lunch there."
Hey, Quoth isn't lunch. Quoth is Quoth is friend, not food.
What?
Oh,
Is having a familiar really that helpful?
does he talk to you?
I don't know.
Hey,
Quoth,
Quoth, do you talk?
Ravens are very good at mimicry.
Wow. That's my favorite Raven.
We said fuck enough if Quoth could say it.
Yeah, I don't think he's heard enough words yet
You're
to
right.
be like,
You
that's
just
the
got
word I'm
from-
going to
Is this,
say.
from
is
his
this a
realm.
fully adult bird or is this like a teenage bird?
This is an adult bird
Oh, okay.
that just spawned into existence.
Oh, you didn't even give
He
him a
is
baby
30
bird.
seconds years old.
Yeah, but he is basically a baby bird.
He's new to the
I-
world, but
I
full
need
grown.
you to appreciate more videos of ravens talking because they're so fucking fun.
They are.
It's cool. It's also so creepy because
Oh,
their
yeah.
voice is so deep.
Yeah.
It's such a deep voice.
It's deep.
Like I once saw that raven that just kept going, "Ugh," like in such a deep
It's like,
voice,
"Hola."
and I was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't know they could do that.
I might have to do talisman because that gives me an extra D4 when I fail ability checks.
That's
Yeah, that's a
that's a
fun-
really good one for you, buddy.
That's what I was thinking because I don't think
You
another
find a
weapon
talisman
would be.
in your shit, and you're like, "Oh, did I already have that? Always have that."
But I get a thing of bird seed for.
Because I
for
don't think a
Quoth.
new weapon would be
Perfect.
helpful.
And then I'm gonna spend the rest of the day
Talisman.
trying to find and follow Nephros.
Okay, and we will get
This
to that
is
later.
so funny.
Yes.
Can Medea go meet with Hakeem and Nephros at their house in the capital?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Could have just asked. I would have.
Nope. Quinn's gotta do this on his own.
I
Yeah.
don't
Nobody
trust
trusts
Medea.
him.
No one
Yeah, no, I
trusts
know
you.
that.
For
It's
good
just so,
reason.
it's just so funny to me that he spends like an entire day hunting down Nephros and it's at his house.
There
I
you
get
Yeah,
too
no
and
one
this
like
is
that.
I swear this is metagaming. I would have gone to the house first.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's fair.
Here's
That was
what's
my
happening,
first stop.
Medea. You go and you sit down with Nephros and Hakim, and we shift to outside the window. There's a raven sitting on the branches staring inside.
And I'm 100 feet away.
Because you can share your sight with them.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm whatever the
that's nice.
conversation is happening, Quinn's listening in.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get naked and rub each other with oil.
You hear a bunch of
That's
wah,
after, that's
wah,
after.
wah.
Yeah,
That's
this
after,
seems,
that's after.
This seems nefarious.
Oh, Hakim.
I have to stop this.
Burst through the window. Polyamory.
Alright, so they all sit down. Alright, I have questions and I have news. Which would you prefer to start with, you two?
News.
News! Okay. So, today we met an informant, and this person in question let us know that the Desai clan on their clan, like personal property, head house property, has a facility where they are making soldiers out of demons, like experimentally. And there's a secondary location.
Secondary locations are never good.
No, they're not. I'm assuming that one was
That's
Nephros.
Nephros,
Yeah,
yeah. My
I can
twin
tell.
voice.
Your twin voice.
I heard it.
Thank you. Thank you. Hakim is like, so Desai is making soldiers, like,
Yes.
Actively.
Actively, because the person in question, our informant, saw this a week ago.
and this is a trustworthy informant.
I would certainly hope so, considering that the people that I was informed we now have connections to in House Flynn were the one to bring her forward.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have any reason to distrust Flynn at the moment. so-
Yes. So, I mean, the department does plan to put an end to these operations, so we want information when we do. I was asked if you, Hakim, would be willing to... What was it Brent asked? Was it like Hakim publishes it, or...
No, because you were like, if we get caught, we need to make it. We
Oh,
need to
like
make
an
it to, like,
audit.
an internal audit. He asked if you'd be willing to have Hakim write up the paperwork to be like, this
Yeah.
is from us.
Yeah. I was asked to see if you, Hakim, would be willing, in the case that we were caught, writing up papers to disguise this as an internal audit of sorts.
Honey,
Yeah, I know.
that is okay. I don't love saying no to you, and I'm willing to
figured.
consider it.
That's all that I said. I said he'd probably be willing, but willing is not necessarily a yes.
The thing is that if you guys are caught, and I have papers saying, hey, I sent people to go rummage through your things, that's going to look real bad and cause a lot of stress between the Alda and the Desai clan, and the
Yes.
Desai clan is apparently preparing for something.
Yes. So, this is what someone asked of me. I was wondering, instead, what if we went and got the Sylvius clan to do something similar? They just lost Christy. To, presumably,
Then it looks
demonic influence.
Then it would look like this hurting family is hurting family is looking for more information.
Medea playing 3D chess over here.
I mean, if they're willing to sign off on it, then well, if I sign with them, maybe that's divided attention, but still, then it's like we are allied against the Psy clan, which is also.
I promised to pitch it, wanted to put it forward, but I might pursue that line of inquiry with the Sylvius clan further.
I will.
This is something that they might appreciate knowing.
I will consider this.
Okay. That's all I ask. Alright, other matters, questions. House Flynn. How do we know them?
We're friends.
How so? When?
I mean, I do a lot of trade deals and talking with merchants.
Yes.
Of course, if I'm going to run into one of the biggest up and coming
Houses, yes.
houses and merchants of our time. So yeah, we're friends.
I mean, can you give me more about their origins?
Like, what do you want to know?
Like, House Flynn, it's up and coming. How did that happen?
Good businessman.
Good businessmen, what field, what sort of, are they, do they partake in trade? Do they have a certain mean of productions?
Mostly trade, but
Of
looking in.
what?
Don't ask me these questions. Don't ask me
It's
this.
so, I mean this in a very, very, Amanda, me to you, it's so politically telling what they're good in trade in.
I don't know.
Amanda did not come up with that info.
I didn't come up with that.
Like,
Look at
Nephros comes from, I told you, Nephros came from a
Corn
family
and
of
linen.
textile merchants.
Corn and linen.
Ooh, okay.
No, which matches up.
Human lives.
Corn and linen would match up pretty well with all the.
Slaves.
Yeah.
Jesus
He
Christ!
said human lives. I was just translating.
No. Cole didn't say that.
Cole would
Thank
never
you,
say
guys.
that.
I never would say that.
I'm being gaslit again.
It's so politically telling what a entity is proficient in
I
trade
don't know
in.
what you want from me.
and I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. Okay.
God damn it.
Hey, listen, I told you I was playing a politician this time, man.
I know those are
I will
big
come up with
brains.
everything that you guys don't ask, and the one things that you do ask.
So
Fucking
after
hell.
we finish this campaign, I do want to see like all your notes if you're willing to share them. All the little things we never learned. I'll be for it.
That, like, what notes? Just like my
Well, like the
DM
little
for update?
little like lore shit that you said, all the things that I prepare that you guys never ask about.
Oh, I have so many different things.
You don't delete them.
And no,
No, she made that.
the character and artifacts thing is 37 pages long.
Ah, we're
Currently, this campaign is at 77 pages long. My lore doc is 48 pages long.
Nice. I would read them all.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I said when people asked me about this world's equivalent of the Columbian Exchange, and I had to be like, it's a fucking fantasy world. You can get coffee anywhere.
that sent me so.
That,
What do you mean that sent you? That's what you're doing right now.
yeah. I know.
No.
He'll just say he has his.
Didn't your Iris Academy campaign do the same fucking thing when they were questioning the origins of the coffee they were drinking?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
They were like,
exactly.
where did this, like, what country produces? Did we have, like,
Yeah,
a weird Columbian Exchange? Like, what happened there? I'm like,
It's fucking coffee.
it's fucking coffee. You just,
Drink it.
you just drink it, please. Anyway, we'll just say he has his he has a
He
couple
tells-
different influences.
Alright.
He'll tell you he has a couple different influences.
Just when I first met Havilah Flynn in a group meeting, he was like, "Oh yes, we have connections to the old," and I was like, "Oh, you do? Fuck."
whatever. Yeah, I mean, we have a good working relationship with him.
Fair. Wait, does Medea know the thing about the Church of Asmodeus? She doesn't know that, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so I can't ask about that.
Also, you don't know that he didn't necessarily say he has a good work. No one said in front of you that he said we have a good relationship with the Alda clan.
He said that he said he wants. Sorry. He said he wanted Hakeem to win chancellorship.
Yeah, but
That's the bit that she's.
But you weren't in the room for this. For
Oh.
any of that.
Shit. Fuck, I thought I was. My bad.
That's okay. It just happens.
Okay. Alright. Do you know what sort of stakes they might have in this situation?
Havilah Flynn would have, like, what stakes they have.
Well, I mean, I learned that House Flynn went out of their way to rescue not my informant, but the informant they set up a meeting with us for
Well, I mean,
from being recaptured. That's a lot of effort, especially against a major political powerhouse like the Desai.
she has information about the Desai, and he's not, despite him being under Desai land, therefore their rule, he's expressed interest in Alda for Chancellor.
Okay.
So, I mean, he's not necessarily, he doesn't have those long-standing loyal ties that the rest of the houses do with the Desai.
Is Hasplin new?
Yes,
Okay.
with him.
Wait. Yes. Like, Havilah is like the founder of Hasplin? Oh, really new. Okay. What are you doing over there?
I'm looking at Cole through the fire door.
I'm looking.
I'm looking, I'm gazing. Alright. Interesting. Okay. So, not a fan of Desai. Supports you in the chancellorship election. Okay. I don't have any questions I can think of right now, but thank you for helping me with that and taking in the news. And then she'll ask about like, oh, how has your day been, sweetie?
Yeah,
And then,
classic
gets
thing.
to-
So you start hearing and seeing through the raven smooching and sweet like domestic life, and like Medea like is getting all of her like love for the day.
I thought you were gonna say guts rearranged.
Medea does really rearrange.
Oh, tomato.
On the dining room table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fucking disgusting.
Den of the
Yeah, you said
Nibley.
this was sweet. This is disgusting.
Yeah, this is.
It was,
This is
it
an
was
affront
sweet.
to every god.
It was sweet and then it got disgusting.
Oh. And Quinn watches it all.
And then
Yeah.
sweet again.
More disgusting.
And then disgusting and then sweet and then disgusting and then sweet, and you're like,
It's
Jesus
like a metronome.
Christ, they're fucking freaks. I need to go. Well,
I have a question.
yeah.
Did Grace tell me that, because Grace and her mom thought that the Desai clan might be part of the,
Yeah, no, Grace was like, I think the Cyclan looks something.
she said that to me.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think about telling her.
I think
Addition
so.
that info.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Do you like ask her to meet at the department? Do you like meet somewhere else? I'm assuming department might be the best secret location to discuss politics.
This also,
Go to
I'm-
Starbucks.
No!
I'm gonna ask you this question, and and it's gonna be another one of those questions where you're like, but can sending stones be like tapped, like how people can tap phone lines?
No,
Okay.
because it's essentially a mind-to-mind link
Okay.
that you can't really like hack into.
Okay. I just wanted to make
That
sure.
would be such a good item, though.
A
something
sending
that
stone
could-
hacker.
Yeah,
That would be
wiretap for sending
terrible.
stones.
Because you'd
Um,
also have to try to go in at exactly the right time that like that telepathic link is being created. So you really need to.
Be on
Unless
it.
you're capturing all magic and then all that is being sent through like, filters and you're looking
Oh.
for keywords and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
magic, police state or whatever. Or no, satellites. No,
What are you saying?
magic. You know the state where everyone's constantly watching you.
Oh, like Big Brother is watching?
Yeah.
Surveillance state?
Yes, thank you. I forgot the word for surveillance.
That's okay. I didn't know where we were going.
Actually,
with
let me
this
write that
either.
down. Magic surveillance state.
I was thinking about like adding
That's
that
very
in somewhere,
your
but-
campaign.
No, I'm like, is that not what
Yeah, my ideas.
Yeah. I think pre that explosion there was definitely that.
Yeah.
Let me do this on my evil D&D ideas.
Magic surveillance.
Magic surveillance state. Okay, anyway. No, this is not a magic surveillance state.
Okay,
So
I just
continue.
wanted
As much
to
as Mega
make
loves you,
sure
yeah.
because I was like, if I like said confidential information,
Did we do the magic surveillance state in the Air Memory campaign when we were going through that like one like islandy portion. What was that fucking
A little
called?
bit, but I don't think they
Yeah.
tapped into our.
Well, they fucking taps into two of the party's mindsets and be like, we
Yeah,
should
but now
stay
we're
here
sending
forever.
I think first I might talk to Bren and just make sure that it would be okay with him that I shared this information with Grace.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't be doing that shit.
No, you don't.
You're like,
to
I'll ask for forgiveness later.
Because I think that Daisy is unhinged, but I don't think she wants to, like, intentionally screw anything up. At this point, anyway.
Screw the bridge, if you will.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I don't know if you want me to act that out, or...
I think he's kind of like. I think the gist of it is he appreciates you telling him, but he does believe Grace has the ability to be calm about it,
Okay.
and like also that's technically his bosses, so like he can't
Oh, I
really
guess.
be like no.
Oh, I guess, yeah, I a little bit.
But he's like, oh man, I appreciate you thinking I'm the highest on this ladder.
The only one in the group who actually respects his authority.
Yeah, he's like, man, this is great.
I love being Dad's favorite.
Yeah, your dad's favorite.
I love it. Okay, so yeah, I'd probably like sending Stone Grace and ask her if she wants to like come to, if she's available to come to the department at some point.
She will probably show up later that day.
Okay. And just to recap with my silly little brain, so what the fuck was her name?
Grace? Or the
No.
informant? Karasi.
Karasi.
Yeah, okay, I was like, who? What, her?
She basically said that like the Discipline hired her as a healer, but
Just as a scientist, essentially.
oh, okay. Hired her as a scientist, and she found that they were essentially trying to make augmented soldiers out of demons. And now she's on the run from them.
Which is pretty much, it sounds very similar to also what you guys saw in the desert.
Yes. Okay. Okay, cool. I got it now.
Which is where she got the original information that
Wait,
was silent.
the desert might have been the second lab then.
We can only hope it's the second lab, because that means
Yeah,
it's
this
just
sounds
two.
like this place is way more decked out, so I'm assuming there's 2 decked out labs, because the other place had like 1 scientist.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
But
that-
it's
if
probably
anything-
near there, if I had to guess.
The
And
desert-
that's maybe an offshoot.
Yeah, I would guess like the desert was just like a satellite facility in the sense of like they just established it specifically for the purpose of trying to.
Yeah, they just need random victims. in
Random
different
victims,
places.
I love getting random victims.
Yeah, you might as well go to one of the countries
You
It's
forced
already ravaged.
you conquered and then failed to hold proficiently.
I mean, they're held. They're
I
held.
wouldn't call all of the unrest in the region held, Bubba.
Yeah, but for the most part, they're
I
held.
would say Eska doesn't feel independent.
Eska does not feel independent.
No,
Eska does
they're
not
not
feel
independent.
Bonita.
Hey guys,
Really?
when I say that, hey, if it's
And also, more unrest happens in Masao than Eska.
then up it
That-
more unrest happens in Masao than Eska.
Yeah, and they continually fuck over Masao. So
I just want to say, in my mind, if you successfully conquer someone, there's not all these signs of unrest like Masao and Eska.
Yeah, that's because they don't care about them.
I know,
They'll
which
conquer
means
them
they
and
did
leave.
it badly. They didn't do what's that? The past 3 attempts now to take a new region. It was what? There's Eska, Masao, and then there was the attempt to take over Othia, which didn't even see fruit in the end.
Oh yeah, they didn't take over Othia, but they did erase Masao and Eska's government.
They did,
And
but people are still
Masao's-
pissed about it. They're not happy to be there.
Yeah,
They're
people
actively
are-
resisting. That's
Yeah.
not a successful conquering.
Any
Is there
conquered
ever-
state is going to feel that way.
By
Everyone,
definition,
though?
it's not
That conquers
conquered.
successfully.
No, because like places that are colonized always have people who are like, God, I wish these people weren't here.
Has
If
there
you're-
ever, in your definition, has there ever been a successful conquering?
Not really, because if it was successful, people would be happy about
Is
it.
this like the debate that happened?
It is. It absolutely
I'm
is. We
being
need
so
to
for
move
real
on.
right now. Part of the reason why Medea is so willing to work with people for like who She doesn't know it yet, but would still be willing to work with people who are so mad about like Masao and they're not happy with its current state of liberation. Masao and Eska is because the people don't want to be there. They don't want to be a part of Rathmore. So she's like, wow, they didn't even do a good job of it because people are so mad about it. If they were completely successful in conquering these regions, they would be happy to be a part of Rathmore, but they're not.
Yeah. Well,
So therefore, they did a shitty job. That is a wounded limb right there. Actually, 2 wounded limbs.
wounded limbs that still gives them the resources they need.
I mean, you can use a wounded hand for a while
But
and continue to
anyway.
get infected, but eventually,
Anyway.
eventually you gotta amputate.
Okay, I'll blow up Eska and Masao.
Wow, not the point I was going
It
for.
sounds like it.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like you want a lot of destruction and terrorism.
Yeah,
Cut the limb free.
They
Cut
already
the
did
region
biological warfare on like
Hey,
one of
shotties. Amputation allegory. Cut the limb free. Cut the
New-
region free.
new
Give
cam-
back independence.
That's the opposite.
New
of conquering.
campaign idea or like direction. We help. Biological warfare, and we do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
What if we did our own?
Just because you guys don't understand the inner machinations of my mind, Tim would get me.
I'm so sorry. Aaron.
Yeah, I'll
So anyway,
pitch that what you said
Daisy
to me
and
to
Grace.
Tim, and I'll see.
Hey,
what
so you're gonna do it wrong because you took the first implication of my words and ran with it
you said
multiple times.
you said because they're not happy to be a part of Rathmore, they're not conquered.
I would like
Not in spirit.
I would like to say I went to pee because I knew this was a conversation I could miss. I peed 3
Not
minutes
in
ago.
spirit.
Anyway, guys,
That's why the swarm exists.
we're done with this conversation.
We need to move on.
We're done with this.
The environment
Grace
screen.
shows up, and you guys have a meeting.
And you put the red string down.
So, did you were his like I have information sort of thing?
Yeah.
So she'll show up. Okay, so you said you had information. Is this about the Desai clan? What is this?
Yeah, so we got an informant, I guess, from a guy named Havilar Flynn,
Okay.
who like gave us this girl.
Like a cool way? Like she wanted to be that?
Yeah,
Okay.
like not like a torturous way.
Okay, that's good.
And she gave us her recounting on getting hired by the Desai clan as a scientist. Honestly, she like went through a whole thing about how great and well studied she is and like whatever, but
It says the recent college dropout.
Yeah, that's why Daisy's being a little salty. She's like, whatever. She got 2 degrees. Whatever. You don't even need that.
she don't even need that shit.
And Grace like throws her brows a little bit at that. And she's like, okay, I'll drop it for now.
But the Desai clan hired her as a scientist and like gave her a bunch of benefits like good pay and everything, but
Right.
she said she made it 2 days and couldn't bring herself to go back because she got to the lab and found that the Desai clan is making augmented soldiers out of demons.
So that lab you guys found in the desert, that wasn't just random mishap of people in the ranks, like we assumed.
Likely like a whole thing.
Likely a whole thing. Okay. We'll need, first and foremost, evidence.
Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what my team is gonna, like, how we're handling this quite yet. I know that we are gonna, like, we're having the girl write down a map and write down anything else she can remember. I think we're gonna make it a goal to go there, but it is on Desai clan property.
That will be difficult. Fucking knew it.
Yeah.
Fucking knew it. Sorry, pardon my language.
You're good.
Actually, I figured you probably won't care.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But now the question is, why are they doing this? Why are they making these soldiers? What for?
Yeah, I would guess that they're preparing for something, and whatever that something is can't be good. But
And none of the other clans know. Well, I don't know what the other clans. Sylvia certainly doesn't know about it.
yeah, and I don't. What clan are you a part of?
Alda. Literally the Sylvius' neighbors to the west.
Okay. I also
They're neighbors.
don't think that the older clan knows about it either.
Okay.
At least Medea does.
So they might. Maybe I will have to set up a meeting then with.
Don't you worry, I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. Girly pop, I'm coming.
I'm coming.
What session number is this?
What?
20.
19.
It's 20 now. Oh no, never mind, 19. My bad.
I was like, whoa.
I'm sorry.
I missed a session.
No, you're fine.
I think I had read session 19, and then in my brain I was like, yeah, that was last session.
Yeah.
No, I'm just texting Dakota about how stupid I am.
19 sessions in, and you did
No,
not have your
you're
pack move.
just learning how to do a warlock.
It happens. So I was like, yeah, Tila kind of only does Eldritch Glass. Like, does he have anything?
I literally have nothing else helpful.
Also, hey Timmy, hi. He's here now.
Oh,
I
goodness.
do.
I do.
Yeah, so, if you guys are planning on breaking into the lab, I guess once you guys have a more concrete plan, maybe I can help plan, or, I don't know, I want to stay in the loop on this.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll make sure that you're in the loop the whole time and
Probably can't go, might be a little bit bad looking of me to be there.
yeah, probably would.
Yeah.
But I will keep you updated every step of the way, and if like you're welcome to join in on planning sessions if you have ideas or want to like know anything, and if you want to be in our debrief session when we get back, you're welcome to.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of course.
Well, hey, I'll probably go bother my brother.
Yeah, I like bothering your brother too.
It's just kind of easy.
It is. Huh?
Nothing.
Okay.
She will head over there. Head over to the library just to fuck with her twin brother, you know?
The way that I almost was like, yeah, it was easier to bother your brother when I was fucking his sister.
Yeah.
But I was like, no.
No.
I like to think that was a thought Daisy had, was like, I should not say that.
Yeah, like she realized that was an inside thought.
This is not the sibling to say that to.
Yeah, no.
I think Nadir, you had mentioned talking to Matthias. I don't know if you had anything, but I think he might.
Yeah,
talk to you too a
yeah,
little
probably
bit.
talking to him. Being like, you can't go.
Yeah, you can't go with. Yeah. So it's like training time, or just like walking up him while he's doing homework that
Yeah,
Brent is
probably
now
just-
assigning him.
Just hanging out with him.
Chilling in the common room.
Hello, Matthias. How are you doing today?
Fine. Brent's making me do homework now.
That's good. What are you learning?
That was a bitch please face.
Starting with the history of Rathmorn.
Oh,
It's mad fucked.
there's a lot of bad things there.
Yeah.
This is the bad place.
He's gonna make me write an essay soon about any topic of my choice, he says.
Oh. What
Revenge.
do you think he will pick?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you may have seen that there's big things kind of stirring the last day or so.
Yes.
Big-ish
The
things.
new, nerd.
Yeah, new nerd. We got some information about more people, probably a bigger scale lab than the one that you were at down in Escabine, in the plus Otto or Sasha, I think.
Hearing Sasha in the accent just. I thought it was Sasha.
Yeah, you see him like perked up a little bit, and then you said Otto or Sasha, and he's like, like okay, a little deflated.
I understand if you feel that you wanted to go. In some
I mean, I guess it's not the quest to go get the one with Orcus, so.
Alright. I mean, it could be anywhere. Likely it's not that thing. But if they're working on Orcus stuff, who knows. But, yeah, I don't want this to come across like I am demeaning you in any way. But I don't.
Loser.
But I don't think that we should let you go on any missions for a few years, I think, as you are very young.
Yeah, he hears years and he's like,
Brother, no, if he did that, he's just gonna go out on his own without supervision.
that's so long.
I understand.
Medea said I need to like get like a goal and start driving for it or something. I don't know.
Backpedal.
Something about. She said that maybe I could, like, revenge is okay if I wanted to try to kill Quinn, but now I'm kind of like maybe getting my brother back is kind of a better goal. But she said I needed a goal in mind to keep myself growing. So how can I really keep myself going with a goal if I can't do anything for years?
You fucking are. You did this.
I'm in danger.
You.
Oh my god, Nidira's gonna kick our ass.
It deserves.
Sorry, I'll lock it in.
For the bullshit that's about to come out.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I told Dad.
You
Where's your rage?
are
She told me to rage.
13. You don't need to have some kind of goal to strive for. I mean, at least you shouldn't have to. And I understand you had to, we'll say, pick up the hammer of responsibility as a very young child. And I feel like, I mean, the only responsible adult who seems to have looked at you, I feel like I should ask you, or tell you, you can let me handle this for some time, and when you're old enough and have had some time to see the world, then you can make that decision of if you can fight. I gave, I think I may have told you a little bit about the two girls. I met them when they were 11 and 14.
Right.
And I thought it would be best for them to have that time as well, as best as they can, as being cursed and all that.
I do kind of want you to roll persuasion,
Yeah, that's gonna go well.
just to see if you'll need any outside help from this.
13?
This is Medea's fault.
In her mind, it makes sense. In my mind, I know it was stupid as fuck.
No,
It's like-
I get it.
The teacher in me is like, is the pursuit of knowledge and education not a goal? Just saying.
Well, it is for virgins.
Shut your
yeah.
nerd
Just
ass
saying.
up.
No, you're so right.
Yeah.
I know that was also my thought where I was like,
It's like I can learn and grow before I kill.
Exactly.
I get really good at the theoretical before applying it in a more practical manner.
Yeah.
That lady seems like realer than crazy.
I don't know what she needs revenge about. Maybe she's like mad at one of her like servants or slaves for like making her coffee too warm one day.
Just
Yeah,
thrown
that's
under
it.
the bus.
Think
Absolutely
she has
chucked.
slaves?
Oh,
Yeah.
Chucked under the
have you
bus.
seen Aska?
Chucked under the bus.
Wait, actually, are slaves
it's called the
canonical?
It's called the Nation of Eska.
I mean it's a feudal relationship economically. Like
Yeah.
yes and
Well,
no.
there's like I imagine there might be the
I don't
equivalent of
think-
serfs, but not.
Or yeah.
I don't
so
think
it's,
there are slaves anymore.
Oh, Rafferman absolutely had it in their past.
But definitely, like the partial like serfdom going on.
Which is a
sort of
form
thing.
of okay.
Yeah.
I was like, when you say slaves, I was like, oh
Or,
my
like
god.
there's like not as much serfdom happening, but there's still
Pockets.
quite a bit. Like
Yeah.
that's trying to I don't know.
And I would assume of all people, the people in the clans would have the most access to that too.
Oh yeah.
it's a whole
Positions of
debate
power.
about economics.
Yeah, we don't
have.
need another one of those.
Yeah.
So those are a lot of implications we don't need to discuss, but we could.
But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't too sure if I should. That was a normal thing. Don't know.
No, your life.
I mean, I do. I still feel angry
Yeah.
all the time. I don't know. I am sorry for your loss. The blue lady was nice. But I feel like I'm just watching a couple of you guys go crazy and off the deep end over her, and I'm supposed to just move on, pretend it's fine.
I don't know that you have to pretend it's fine. I understand where you're at. And you're angry and you should feel some of that. But if you go angry, you're going to become a crazy person. You're gonna start doing things
Like the
that
pink haired lady.
yeah.
Well, black
It's all the
now.
pink hair.
No, that one.
Yeah, this
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
Pink hair is a sign of mental instability.
There's people who just kind of are so willing to just like torture people that they do it before asking a question of this person. They're
I guess you told me I should talk
It's
to
the old
Quinn.
that's up to you. You're like you said, you're angry and you don't have to try to come to peace with him or anything like that. He's an adult and maybe should know better.
I don't condone
But-
his actions.
You need to understand how you're feeling and know that you should try to do things that don't cause yourself or people pain if you can avoid it. I saw that you're starting to become friends with Gregor as well.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah. Maybe
Kinda stupid, but he's fine.
you were just complaining about having to read and study.
I don't mean it.
No, he's lucky he has a smart girl Sasha walking around with him.
The tall nerd.
Yeah. But I understand frustrations you have, so please tell me about them if you have more or if you have some later.
Okay.
But just know I hope that one day you don't have to fight. And I hope that
It's supposed to be even
get
tonight.
time to get used to that. And maybe learn to like reading or
What is this?
maybe learn to play chess or something. See if any of
Guess
them
I'll ask
know.
Bran about it or whatever. If you guys gonna be off on missions without me, what am I supposed to do? I guess play chess with Bran.
Yeah. Or other people. Nerds like weird games and stuff.
Like Sasha?
Yeah. Or you could learn to play a sport with Gregor. Gregor probably knows sport
and it's
rules.
worse.
Yeah. Probably. Or Surla.
Or Zerla, yes. But I guess that is the advice I wanted to give.
I think you had it right the first time.
I'm sure maybe adults are always telling you what to do and stuff, but I want you to know that I'm giving you this because I care. And I feel like you deserve to know what may be helpful in life from somebody who's lived a lot of it.
How old are you?
331, 2 or 3.
Kazu's sack. You're fucking old.
Yeah, I did not expect to make it to this point. Especially with skin like this.
I think like he just kind of he like almost like just rolls his eyes a little bit, but he smiles a little bit. But
Alright, see you around the Buckaroo.
oh god,
I hope you
like a
know.
little cringe, and then he'll like go off to find Gregor.
Deer with children is like Kate with goldfish or like any pet fish. Fun fact, Kate's most like creative name for naming her pet fish is Fishy.
No.
That's what Tim compared to Deer to.
The deer hasn't named anybody, has he?
I don't even fully get that comparison, but it's just like the awkward like what's
Your
wrong,
name is
son?
Fishy now.
Your name is Fishy.
You are boy from the desert, whose brother's dead.
Desert boy.
Dead brother boy.
Yeah.
Dead brother and desert boy.
Better hope we don't find another guy with a dead brother, or your name's going to get a lot longer.
You know what? We'll do this one next.
Oh, like wait
Medea.
till the
How often would you say you go home to the Alta household?
At least when I'm in the capital, it's like I try and make it there once a day.
I think, one day you are home and mail arrives.
Oh.
And
Oh no. I knew this was coming.
Hakeem opens it up.
Is it anthrax?
It's anthrax.
Chemical scare, we gotta clean it out.
It's a pipe man.
It's a pipe bomb.
To the household of Hakeem Alda, you are humbly invited to attend the marriage ceremony and reception of Lord Dimitri Desai to Lady Magnolia Whitaker
You're fucking kidding me! Oh my god!
at the home of the Desai clan in Braston in about 6 weeks.
Medea literally sits there and goes, I'm going to fucking lose my mind. And she's literally sitting there like distraught, like on a fainting chair, dramatic as fuck. This could not have come at a better time. But also, God fucking damn it, Adu suck!
Do you want me to get you some wine?
Yeah.
He's like, you're so distressed, and he's like, and you're like screaming, he's like, what can I do to fix this?
She's
Wine.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't be that worried. But oh my god, what the hell?
Of course, like, most of the bottle.
Yeah.
Actually keeps it and hands you the bottle.
Well, at least I have a timeline for my group's future activities. This is
Yay!
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 Oh, I need to meet with the Sylvius clan too, and then I need to bring this to the department for planning reasons. Cause look at this! I recognize both these names. Do you?
You've told him about
Oh,
your
yeah,
family,
they know
so she's like,
everything.
it's like, you like almost grimace. He's like, family reunion, I guess.
I don't want it to be a family reunion. Oh my god.
I know.
I literally cut off the tips of my ears so I wouldn't have to call them family.
I know, dear. I know.
If you notice in her picture, she has human ears, but the Whitakers are half elves.
Oh, that's right.
But only Quinn was the one who ever noticed anything at the party.
Yep.
I just assumed you were adopted.
I look exactly.
Yeah.
You see the pictures? They all look like each other.
I think he'll sit next to you and maybe like pull you into like an embrace.
Yeah. But is everyone
I
else?
know. It's not. They're off doing their things. We'll talk to them. Of course, it's a big marriage, and also to one of our vassal families. So
Also, Whitaker House is a disgraced house. How the fuck did they land a marriage like that? But
you know, I will say at that party at the Standard House, I noticed your mother talking to Henry Desai, but I didn't really think much of it.
oh my god. I guess I mean, it doesn't surprise me that they were communicating because she was schmoozed to anyone, Nebelia. Oh my god. I actually have to open up about my fucking past with the department. This is going to suck so bad.
But they're nice people, you know, they saved my life.
Yes,
Literally, they
they're
did.
nice.
I don't.
But nice is, you know, something.
Brent is a good fan, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that one old man is weirdly obsessed with Rawl, but that's not too bad.
No, that's actually really funny.
Yeah, so
Fucking
maybe
love
it's
that bird
okay. You know what? You guys, maybe you and Tofira and Bruma can go have a girls' day or something and relax before you do all of that.
I think I need to tell them first. The more time we get planning on this, the better.
Let me get the Tofira in here. And
Yes, thank you.
he'll bring Tofira in, and he gives her
The letter.
brief rundown letter, and she's there by your side. What the fuck?
That's what I've been
What the fuck?
saying. What the fuck? How
That's
the
fucked
fuck?
up.
It is. How the fuck did Paxton and Labelia land such a thing?
Well, Lelia's a bitch, so like, I don't know, she didn't learn how to weigh into situations. We should just.
As disgraced House of the Older because Paxton gambled everything away. How
We
the
should have
fuck?
just probably sent an assassin after them. No, I shouldn't say that. But also.
I mean, the urge was there, but it's also if such a thing ever came out, and then be like, oh, what was the purpose of that? And that
we
would
could
have
just
told
play
people
oopsies.
things.
When you accidentally hire an assassin,
Okay.
we've all been there.
Okay. Alright, you, me, and Bruma, after I do some planning, we're having a girls' day, because I need that.
Yes, we will. We will.
And she'll
Yeah.
drain her whole
We'll go
glass.
to the Olive Garden. I've heard really good things about that. Also,
I had
weirdly,
the
I've heard
breadsticks.
about the Goblin. Have you ever been there?
Have we? I forgot.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
once.
Yes, I went once. It's a lovely little chain.
Yeah, I think there's one in Brava too, isn't there? One in
Yes.
Othia?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
International. Wow. Alright, so she'll drain her glass. She's like, I have to talk to many people now, but tomorrow, are you doing anything till Fiora?
I will move around my schedule for you, my dear.
Would
Don't
you mind
worry.
asking if Bruma is
Yes.
Bruma's available? Okay, thank
I will
you.
plan it all, don't worry.
I think Medeal.
Found it.
Okay, that's good. Medeal will probably immediately march off to, well, I'm wondering if she should try and get that internal audit signature from the Sylvie's clan first, or probably plan with the group. She should probably plan with the group first.
Yeah. I think you do get a sending stone from Fred. Oh, Medea, can we talk?
What a coincidence. I really need to talk to everyone, too. So, I'm headed to the
Cool.
department.
Please come to my office.
Okay.
You can interrupt into his office, and
I feel like I'm going to the principal's office.
he has a letter in his hand.
Oh, is it about the marriage thing?
It was this, and it's the marriage, invitation was addressed to someone named Primrose. Because they knew you were part of the Department of Demonology as well.
Yes, that was me. I'll give you 3 guesses at what Primrose's last name was, and the first 2 don't count.
I think Primrose is you.
Yes.
Primrose Whitaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know anything about the Whitakers? I wouldn't expect you to.
No.
They're a disgraced noble house of the Order.
Well, they've certainly done good for themselves.
I'm wondering how the fuck they managed to do that.
Okay, I'm sensing a lot of distress right now.
Well, I don't call myself Primrose Whitaker for a reason, and I'm very pissed that they managed to maneuver something like this, but it's an opportunity.
Do you want some time to, like...
I'm gonna stay pissed about it. We might as well plan.
Alright.
This is probably the most uncomposed anyone has seen Medea.
I'll get the others in here. And I think everyone else gets a sending stone. Can you please meet me in my office?
So is this like days later?
Yeah.
Would I have gotten anything for...
Oh, yeah, we can do...
It doesn't have to be right now.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be right now. Well, because we'll still be doing some stuff because you guys will have to wait to be able to travel to the city anyway, just a little bit, so...
We'll be ready.
And just camp out there for like a few weeks.
Yeah, just be like, Brandon, no, you just call us to your office. We're gonna go.
Yeah, we're out of here,
We're out.
actually.
Bye!
Bye.
I have
so
dynamite.
we'll get
That's
to
the
that.
only plan we need.
Quinn one.
But yeah, he calls everyone to the office. Hi, everyone.
Medea's like pinching her nose and like tapping her foot in the corner.
We might have an opportunity to get close to Desai's lab.
Is Grace in here?
No.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's
I'm so supremely pissed off right now.
really upset. Matt, do you want me to just explain?
I'll do it. I can give more context. So
He will show everyone this wedding invitation.
Oh, cool.
Dimitri Desai and Magnolia Whitaker. That marriage, that's our way in. Now you might be wondering why we received those invites. So, my name used to be Primrose Whitaker.
Oh, yeah, Primrose.
The Whitaker house is a disgraced older noble house. I don't like them. You might have put that together by my attitude. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck Nobelia managed to land such a thing with a disgraced noble house of the Order landing a marriage proposal with the heir to the Desai, but regardless, this is our way in. What you need to know is of House Whitaker, they are the most backstabbing lot of politicians you will ever find. I'm saying that as a backstabbing politician
Looks
myself.
at the deer.
They're the worst of the worst.
Hence the name change?
I certainly did. I didn't necessarily part with them for the backstabbing in the sense of I disagree with morals per se, but they're not a good group of people, and I fucking hate them. You could say we don't align with each other. And now they're trying to align with Desai. So, backstabbing group of disgraced noble house trying to claw its way back into relevancy. Extreme noble clan that we have found is implicated in the experimentation of demons and human experimentation, if we can link that to what we found in the desert to them, all the way up to the head honchos of that house. I can give you personnel profiles of House Whitaker and just general ones of, well, the Desai main house, because I know them at least in passing, if anything. But this could very well be an excuse to be on the property legally. Especially because Bren received the invite here to get me to that party.
Quinn looks at the invite. Is there like a +6 to the
I was also
invitation?
wondering.
Good news about nobles, though, they bring an entourage.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like, Brent's like, so, I mean, a lot of you guys could just be servants, quote unquote.
Oh god, that comment you made earlier, too!
Do we think weapons are going to be a no-no at this event?
I would
They
imagine.
let us bring all sorts of shit into the last event.
Gods
Like,
would get a pass, in a sense, but
So if any of you guys,
it's a bit
like,
gauche to bring
maybe
more than a couple gods
you two
yourself.
who have weapons that are constantly out at all times, you can be guards,
Bodyguards.
bodyguards. Well, you two are like handmaid servants, whatever. Because you don't
Ladies in
have
waiting.
a physical weapon, you just summon yours, and you just have your talisman, right?
And my Eldritch Blast.
And your Eldritch Blast, so you don't have a weapon.
I blast out of my paws.
She's nice a furry.
Okay,
I am
so
one
we
hungry.
have a way in besides just breaking in.
Yes.
And if
I mean, but the thing is, though, they've all seen you guys as quote unquote heroes,
that's a downfall of the Stalin party, yes.
but there's a way of disguising. I mean, disguise kits and whatnot, or how cool is it if the Alda clan or whatever has, quote unquote heroes of the realm, or whatever the fuck you guys are called now.
Do we have an official title?
Your Division 2.
I thought we just worked here.
You just work here. But the Stouter clan showed your faces to everyone. But, I mean, it's not too crazy for maybe a clan to be like, here's some well-known-ish people that are our bodyguards that we're taking with. I don't think I would be attending,
That's
if I can help it.
that's a good idea.
We would not want to make our master and commander go to this thing.
Loud Daphne.
Even pissed off, she still salutes.
Daisy's
But there's
just gonna
also-
like clap him on the shoulder.
Thank you, Daisy. You're such a sweetheart. There's also Havilar Flynn that you guys can go with as these people, which... Hey, he said he could open doors for us.
That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Also, Bren, you asked me to see if I could have Hakeem write up the excuse of an internal audit should we be caught. I don't know if that's entirely applicable, but if we still want to pursue that avenue, it might make more sense if we have the Sylvius do so.
I'll talk to them.
I can do so as well.
I guess we can both.
Again, I don't necessarily want to sound like a crazy person, but do we really trust these groups? If one royal family is doing these experiments, why not all of them? Or one, even if one of those two is working with them.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Nadir. That hasn't not crossed my mind, but we don't have a ton of options.
That's true.
We also don't have the time to fully vet out all the rest of the families.
No.
No, what we'll be vetting them out is seeing what we can find in the paperwork from the Desai clan, if anything implicates other clans in what they're doing. That is what we need to look for. And if it so happens Havilar has been messing with us this whole time, whatever, we'll deal with him.
We'll take him out.
The Alda clan,
Such suspicions are a small thing. It's a good question to ask.
and then we will know. That's the thing, we will know.
Lord,
So,
should she
I don't know if you guys still have your outfits from the last party.
Do I have to dress up again?
Yes, you do. It's a wedding.
Yeah. But I'll probably want to look out on things here.
Make sure that
I
Karasi
told-
doesn't get into trouble.
Yes, and
Matthias.
yeah, I told Matthias because I know you talked to him. He also talked to me. You know, one says no, you have to ask some other adults. I told him I need him here to help protect our artifacts. That seems to have satiated him.
Okay, that's good.
But also, I can't keep an eye on you guys, so that makes me nervous.
I mean,
But
we'll have someone from Division 1 with us.
yes, which I know you guys are thinking of the spellcasters, so either Sasha or Otto is up for grabs.
I defer to your guys' judgment. I feel like you guys know Division 1 better than I do.
I like the idea of bringing Otto.
Works for me.
Does he know a lot about the study of magic? I guess, like, if we've talked to him in the past, like, how generally good is his arcana-ish?
If
I mean, I
you're
guess it
looking
could
for
be-
someone with Arcana specifically, 100% Sasha.
Yeah, but is
but
it, like, okay?
let's look at his.
Is it not my +1?
It is a. Oh, I think it's a +2.
Okay.
So,
I don't know. I like the idea of a healer.
I like the idea of a healer.
I think, and I would insist upon it for the fact that we just lost someone,
Yeah.
and she's mildly traumatized.
I will say no counter spell for you guys, but a healer is good too.
yeah, I cannot be the only one with healing spells,
Oh, you
guys.
do it.
I have counter spell, so we're fine.
Okay.
We're fine. And it has to be cast at level 5 currently, so
Okay.
How many spell slots do you have, though?
I think
Two?
it's 2.
Yeah,
Or do you have
it's
3
just
at this point?
I don't understand.
No, I only have 2 right now.
Warlocks.
They hate them at Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
I like don't
So-
understand the point of them.
Basically, as I level up,
Magic
they give me
abilities.
higher level spells, so I know a bunch of spells, but the spell slots I actually get to use, I only have 2 level 5 spell slots. I don't have any of the other smaller levels, so everything I cast below that gets automatically pulled up to a level 5 and upcast.
But like, what's
Unless
the,
I use a cantrip.
But like, what's the point of a warlock?
A lot of Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
It's supposed to be something, I guess, vaguely a more martial spellcaster.
Yeah.
Well, it's based around different, like, the true D&D rules of you have a lot of, like, fights within a day. So instead of having, like, a certain amount of spells you can cast all day, you get your spells at a short rest, which is supposed to be meaningful, but it's really hard to use, like, short rest rules when we're playing, like...
Homebrew.
Homebrew, yeah.
Well, also just, like, it's really hard to have, like, 4 to 5 encounters a day, which is, like,
Yeah.
what the, like...
That's what
D&D
Warlocks are
day is
built
supposed
for.
to look like. So if you're having like a long lasting story, it's hard as shit to do that.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it's
I do
insane.
get some other pretty cool abilities though.
Yeah.
Like now that I'm level 10,
You get a lot of utility.
yeah, I get resilience. Once per rest, I get to choose a damage
Yeah.
type to have resistance against.
Oh, we can take a shot of a
Like
water.
for
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
fine.
day, which is really nice.
I'm also gonna go.
Okay.
Right, one shot.
We'll do some Quinn stuff then.
Haha.
Quinn stuff.
Oh! Well, we cut back in time.
We love time travel.
You just finished watching Medea and her, 2 of her husbands.
Fuck nasty.
Fuck nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Necros then eventually leaves. you stealth? Are you using the Raven primarily?
I think I am like Raven following.
Oh.
I'm like 100 feet back.
Let's look at the stealth of a Raven. Or I'll
Can you
say
see that? Can you see that far without your old man bifocals?
it's okay. The
I don't
Raven.
need to.
Well, also a
Raven
raven,
sees
so it
for me.
doesn't necessarily have to stealth in the same way that like people.
No,
I mean,
that's
it is
true.
just a bird.
So it's like stealth, I would say, then with like
Since like quite a few months ago, there's been an influx
Advantage.
of ravens in the city.
Yeah. You're like, damn, what's going on?
Oh shit! 18 and 19 on the die.
yeah.
That's a 28.
You are so sneaky.
I follow that man all day.
You follow that little twink.
Yeah, you follow this twink all day.
Bro's going twink hunting.
Literally, he's literally twink hunting right now.
Going the twink hunter.
I knew it.
Cannonball. Cannonball bullet.
Not the twink, not twink death.
I think the biggest thing is you do see him meet with Havilar, just like for lunch, and you're like trying to listen in with your Raven. A lot of it is just about, you know, business stuff and maybe some politics, and you watch off. He like as he goes about his other like, because he's a part. His big thing right with Aaron is like trade.
Yeah.
So
Nepos is the trade expert in the polyfuel.
So you can see him making a lot of business deals or like talking to people, getting the scoop on like, you know, stuff relating to trade merchants. Like doing his job. I don't think you see anything that nefarious other than he's a business guy,
Yeah.
which is
Scummy in general.
which is
A little
nefarious
scummy.
a little in general.
A little scummy.
You know,
Okay. I don't know if there's gonna be anything new. I would dedicate probably a decent amount of time in the upcoming days watching Hakeem and his spouses, and just trying to see if there's anything going on behind Medea's back that they're like hiding from her.
nothing really.
They have a damn good relationship.
I don't know. If it felt like that in backstory, I feel like
Yeah.
No,
They're
that's fair.
behind Medea's back when they're doing back shots.
that's true. You see a couple back shots happening. Sorry, I'm eating oyster cracker.
Who needs porn when you can have Quoth just look in people's windows?
Oh my god.
Exactly.
What website would that be called?
I think
Gold star.
in that case, if I watch for like a day or two and there's just like nothing going on, I would try to have some sort of meeting with Nephros. I don't know.
How do you set it up? Do you
I
go
was-
to Rawl?
Well, I think I would just straight up like go up like knock 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 on the front door.
Wait, is he at my house?
Yeah.
Am I there?
I'm doxing you.
Roll me a luck check. Or do you wait to make sure Medea's out the house?
I would wait. I don't
Okay,
want
cool.
Medea to be there.
You do?
Roll!
I
You-
don't.
Okay.
Rawl would answer the door, I think, and be like,
Why?
oh, it's you. Medea's not home right now. I thought she was at...
Oh no, I was actually. Is Nephros here?
Yeah,
First makes it past my bird husband, now he's making it past my twink husband.
well, let
Just
me
say you
go
want
get
it.
him, I guess. And as soon there's like Nephros, which if you want to show him a picture of Nephros,
Yeah, I got you.
he's like a purple tiefling man. He kind of looks like he's in his
Purple
20s, right?
Purple twinkling man. Yeah.
Oh my god, let me get the doc open to remember. He's the youngest of the squad, I do remember that. But he's like 26, I think.
Yeah, he's in his 20s, purple tiefling. He's a twink.
Cool. I think I would just like.
Can I help you?
I'd just be like, oh yeah, Quinn. I don't think we've actually met before. I work with Medea at the.
I want to see
Absolute
this
twig.
Yeah.
I work with
That's
Medea
the
at the Department of Demonology. I just like,
Okay.
shake hands.
I'm Nephros, but I think you already knew that.
Yeah.
Why me?
I
I
don't
mean,
mean
I
to,
think
like-
you liked I think you liked my husband Rawl. I know he's big and steamy and
Dreamboat.
feathery and such a dreamboat. And Rawl just goes, "Shut up."
actually, I just wanted to, I guess, yeah, I just wanted your expertise on stuff. There, I don't know, things I'm looking into. I heard you know some stuff about apparently. Thought
I
I'd come
do know
pick your
things.
brain. Yeah.
I do know things.
Are you gonna try to take me to a secondary location? What's going on here?
If the secondary location's like your, kitchen table.
You know what? Fine. Okay. Come on in.
Cool.
We can get some tea
Their
or
kitchen,
something.
that's where all their slaves are.
That's where they do back shots off of
Yeah, he takes you to a backshot counter.
I avoid the spots where they fuck on the counter.
It's so funny.
So funny.
It'll get you like some iced tea or something. Okay, so you have questions?
Oh yeah, I mean it's just a small thing. Honestly, if you, I'm really just reaching out in the, idea of just covering all my bases and everything. I'm sure Medea's told you the mission we're doing.
Oh, and
That
the
Looking
sister's
into
wedding?
sister's wedding, looking into
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we met Havilar, and
Yeah.
he mentioned, having a good relationship with you.
Yeah.
And also, the name like of Osmodius came up quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I guess he mentioned that you had like strong ties with worshippers of Osmodius and that kind of stuff. And I was just interested in like what he meant by that. I guess
Oh,
I just,
you think I'm like like I'm gonna have like go to like a seedy basement with a cloak on and start chanting stuff and like drawing stuff of my blood on the walls.
if that's what you're into,
That's-
that's no judgment. But,
Okay.
I've seen
Maybe
what I'm into.
you know what? Don't knock it till you try it. That's what I always say.
Oh yeah,
But, like,
No,
that's-
I just like again trying to cover all my informational bases.
You're
We're
worried.
fighting
Yeah.
demons and devils, and I'm hearing like Osmodius' name come up more and more now.
Right.
And I just want
Yeah.
to talk to the people who seem to know them.
You're worried I'm like an evil dude.
Not necessarily.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just
that's
asking.
fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really care if people worship Asmodeus. I mean, you run across it a lot with business people. It's
Actually,
the
that
whole.
makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
It is in the, I guess, how people explain to me, and it is a little appealing to me. I'm not gonna lie. It's in the same way one would worship, like sailors worship Umberly. She's not a great lady, but you worship her because if you don't, she's gonna fuck you up. Or a war god, or any of that type of person. It all goes back to ambition and power, and that's what you need to survive in this country. Is you need ambition and power to drive you. And some people worship him out of the sense of justice. He literally, I don't know how much you know about Asmodeus. That's is a little bit why we have punishments for doing bad things. Like legitimately. So some people can be drawn to that. Some people just like that he is ambitious being that takes what he wants.
You're not a worshiper yourself, though.
I have considered it, but I don't really want to go full in
Yeah.
yet. But I don't see the harm. I mean, there's all these other gods that are kind of like cuckoo crazy, but you can still worship them. What's the
That's
difference
fair.
of this guy? I mean, when people worship Umberly, you're not like, oh, how dare you? You're like, oh, you just want to save trash across the sea. Okay.
Well, fair enough, I guess. Genuine question though, because there's a lot of stuff going on with like Orcus and
Right.
demons and devils and all that
Right.
stuff, and
Right.
whole big plot. Do you think Asmodeus is involved in that at all?
I mean, no. I don't think so.
Insight check.
Yeah.
This man that doesn't even worship Asmodeus would not know for sure.
15.
I don't think He
Roast
seems
not
genuine.
really
He's
good.
like, I think he's like, I think you're gonna see like he's like kind of makes up, well maybe, but he's like, I don't really think so. I mean, like I mean, there's always a chance he's moving pieces, but I don't know that he's not going to align himself with Orcus. If anything, he'd want Orcus dead.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if he's involved, I mean, on your side for now.
I'm just worried about for now, you know?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Or I guess the might be better for safety reasons to say you're on his side for now.
I suppose that's true. Well, I appreciate the information. That's all I was here for. So, you know, appreciate it.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Quinn.
Nice to meet you too.
I'll tell Medea you stopped by.
Okay.
I'm sure she'll love it.
Oh no, she's not gonna like that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
This man lives for the drama.
Yeah, not
And yeah, I think Quinn on his way home will just be like, or just sending Stone Bren just along the lines of like, Nephros is a dead end. There's nothing there.
Yeah. This is just some fucking twig.
This is just some fucking twig.
That's what we
Nothing
love about
nefarious.
But he is a little bit like, this movie is kind of cool.
I loved that conversation because it was basically like, you know, people worship gods for silly reasons. Talking to a grandchild of a god.
Yeah.
And doesn't even know it. Unless
Yeah, I don't
Medea-
even think
unless
he-
Medea told
She
him.
doesn't know it.
No one. The only one who clocks that
Is now dead.
Is now dead.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, Medea doesn't know.
That's
No.
She
fine.
tried to inquire once about it, and he said, hey, can you, like, respectfully not, like, dig into my shit? She's like, okay.
Yeah, because Bren knows,
That's
but
right.
he's not gonna go around saying that shit. Christy knew, but
She did. Hey,
I
listen,
I silenced her.
3 people can keep a secret if one of
That
them's
would be
dead.
awesome.
that's true.
That'd
You-
be such a
you
funny
did
Turns
this.
out it was me.
It was Quinn all along.
It's like that moment, like, which fucking Shrek movie is that, where it's like Rumpelstiltskin erases Shrek from, like, memory and shit?
Oh
And
god.
it's like he's just, like, constantly, like,
The fourth
turning
one.
around and shit. And it's, oh wait, no, that was the Puss in Boots movie, I'm so sorry.
No, there was Rumpelstiltskin.
No, the guy who, like, was always, like, plotting the Humpty Dumpty from Puss in Boots when he's, like, turning around, it's like,
Your-
I've always been here in the plot.
Mother. Your mom.
Your mother.
Your mother.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
My
Anyway,
mother.
Iris will probably stop by. We'll say she stopped by your room. She'll like get that knock. Can I come in?
Yeah.
And she comes in and she sits down with a little box in her lap. First of all, how are you doing, sweetheart?
Well, I've definitely been better. Dropped out of school.
Yeah, I got the letter.
Changed.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it all.
Yeah. So like not, I would say like not great, but alive, and that's
That's important. That's important.
yeah. That's
I'd like
great
to
stuff.
stay that way
Yeah, that's what I can do for now.
forever.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like the new hair color.
Your haircut is cute.
Thanks. If you want some of the old hair, I think I left it in the basement.
Thinks about it. Thinks
She's
about
like,
it.
well, what do you have? Like, I still have like your hair from your first haircut. Oh.
Yeah, so you could have like a little picture box of like the hair from my first haircut next to the hair
My
from
old
like my
next
first
one.
mental
Okay.
breakdown.
My old
Then
next
and now?
one.
This is not
Oh.
Daisy's first mental breakdown.
Sweet girl. Oh my goodness. They grow up so fast.
Yeah, but the last one was about finals.
But
Last one was about her dad dying.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
that one wasn't bad enough for me to change my appearance. Oh, she did get a tattoo though.
but
Yeah, that's true.
I'm here mostly I have something that used to be your father's.
Oh.
It's an item he used while adventuring and he used up until he died. And it is made specifically for people with powers like ours.
Okay.
You know, it enhances our abilities, but it comes with drawbacks, which is why I originally I never wanted to give it to you. But you're dealing with things I never wanted you to deal with, and pain I wish you never had to know. Enemies I wish you never had to face. And sometimes you need a boost, but I want you to. I'll leave them here for you, but take it seriously. Really think about this. I don't want you to take every boost of power you can get just for a aimless thought of revenge because you're angry and you're hurt. Because you're gonna hurt yourself. That's not what people who love you would want. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
When I give you this, what I want you to have in mind when you use this is that you're going to use them for good. Because if you don't, this is not the right zone. Wells might not always like it. Make a sacrifice for a better world, not just revenge. Okay?
I'll do my best.
Which she will give you.
I was wondering. Oh, sick!
They are a pair of gloves specifically for people with psychic blades. So it gives you a boost to your psychic blades, specifically. So some vulnerabilities, but there's also curses attached to them.
Sick.
That means I'm next.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Checking out
sick.
my
Bias
boxes.
is never thinking about the repercussions.
Nah.
Yeah. Everyone's getting cursed items. Yours doesn't come with specific drawbacks because it is when you roll the dice.
Well, I think the curse is that it kills children.
Yeah, that is.
It goes out of its way to kill children and blame it on me.
I can't wait for there to be children at this wedding and for you to shoot a gun and kill more children.
Yes.
Also, you're like kind of good
Oh.
at drawing.
Oh, that is kind of goated.
Wait, let me see it.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the hands turned out great.
Yeah.
They did. These are really good.
Thank you. Thank you. I stared at a picture for
Can
a
you make
while.
it the same gauntlets, but them doing the Jersey meat hook?
I can see what I
Tim,
Yes.
get on it. Stat.
can do. Jersey meat hook stat. I was intending them to look just kind of like normal gloves, but then I was like, no.
They did start to be a little
They
cunty.
need to be a little cunty.
They have to be a little cunty.
So there is an exalted form, but that comes with like most of your guys' things, but that'll be at a different level. So.
So is it
What
like
the hell is a Jersey meat hook?
Oh.
Well, Gus.
Well.
You haven't seen it? Oh.
I'll let you take this one, Gus.
So Tim can't see that.
That's on him.
Should have been here.
Yeah.
Do you put them on?
Look at Jersey meat hook.
Do you, Jersey Meat Hook?
Do you Jersey meat hook it?
Roll the Jersey meat hook.
Well, first, can I ask to like awaken them? Is that like a bonus, or is it just?
That's just
He does the Colorado
so
Claw
because of
instead.
your character level, there's if you got them earlier in the campaign, you would have just had the dormant feature, and now they're awakened based on. I'm just doing it based on your character level.
Okay.
So you put them on, you attune to them, and then you have these abilities.
Both.
Both.
Oh, sick.
Once per day for each of them, I believe.
Okay.
I'm not Googling that.
That's
really,
a wise
really smart.
idea.
I don't know if it shows up on Google.
I don't know
You
if this
got
is
it
just
from
a
a
Gus thing or
dictionary
not.
that.
Yeah, it might yeah.
Is it just a me thing?
It's not just a me thing. I got it from a YouTube video. But
Me
Oh.
looking up delis in New Jersey.
I think I probably would put them on at least to like look at them.
Yeah. Do you? Well, she's there still.
I'd probably wait till she left.
Okay.
Cause like,
You look just
She'll
like your father.
you look just like your father. She'll probably get up, give you a kiss on the forehead. Okay, I'm gonna go use your guys' kitchen and make some banana bread or whatever.
yeah, I think everybody could use that.
I think so.
I think because I think that Daisy definitely heard and understood what her mom was trying to tell her of like you can't just use like rage and retribution as your like power, and I think Daisy was like, okay, but like
It's not fully registered yet.
yeah, like it did not compute in her brain. Like all she is at this point is rage and
Right.
the need for retribution. So I think she probably like waits till her mom is gone, but then she'll put them on.
Put them
Hell
on.
yeah.
You put them on, and as your body starts, I'm assuming like you're just maybe like it starts to attune.
Yeah.
Another chance at life. This is in your head. A voice. Another chance to save the world. Do not fail me. You don't recognize the voice, but it fades from your mind. So you don't hear anything else.
It does the sign of the cross.
Jesus. Is that you?
that's better than the message I got. Mine was like, I'm hungry
I don't think I got a message, did
for
I?
blood.
Not yet.
Mine said,
Ooh,
"Feed the
that's not good. I
children."
like that.
I will kill 50% of the children I see.
Speaking of children, I think probably you guys are probably always out there training and doing stuff. Because I think a few sessions ago, Nadir mentioned to Matthias that maybe he should talk to Quinn.
And the Rammies, the ramifications, they've caught up.
So Matthias will eventually approach Quinn, and I think he's like, it's just like almost a slow like step a little closer than like eyeing you up, and it's just like, hi,
Me?
I'm not going to attack you.
So it's only who's gonna attack you.
Insight check.
He's
I don't
like, he
believe
doesn't
this
know
kid
that I
for
know
a
this
fucking
trick.
He
second.
doesn't know that I know this trick. I'm not going to attack you.
12.
12. Yeah, he means it.
Okay.
And I doubt by the time I'm strong enough to actually kill you, it'll really be worth it. And also, if I try to kill you now, probably everyone's gonna kill me. So, it's just, I'm not gonna try to kill you or actively try to kill you.
Appreciate that.
But I need you to know that every time I look at you, I see my little brother's lifeless body staring at me. You're a constant reminder that I failed him, and I don't think you care. I doubt it, actually. Nadir said that I could talk to you, so I'm trying. I don't know that I fully see the point. And I'm sure if Nadir wasn't there, he would have killed me too. But I'm here and I want to be better than just angry. The last person that took someone from me, I killed with a hammer in their sleep, so, but I won't do that to you. Because it would disappoint Nadir. But
I think Quinn just looks at this kid and probably with like more sincerity than anyone here has ever seen before is just like, every time I look at you I see him too. And I will carry that to the day I die.
would you mean to do it?
I pull out the fun gun and
That's
pull
fun.
the trigger.
I think there is probably a little instinctual, like he takes a small step back.
Yeah,
like
that's his
you
brother's
do.
murder weapon.
I think,
He was shot with it too.
yeah, and I don't like holding like that, like by,
Yeah.
you know,
But I think
By the
that
barrel.
By
as
the
you,
barrel,
Yeah, as
yeah.
you pull it out, he's like a little step back, and he like.
I'm just like, this is a fortune gun, and basically, when I pull the trigger, something happens, just random. I didn't intend to kill your brother, I just pulled the trigger and it randomly selected a storm of bullets. That's not an excuse. But I didn't mean to.
There's some hope that I can have him back. And this is also something you don't know. I'm going to say that before Matthias says this. Nadir never told anyone this.
Nope.
This kid just throwing everybody under the bus today.
He doesn't even know it.
What do you mean, have him back?
Nadir made a deal with someone. I mean, he kind of picks up this necklace around his neck that kind of glows slightly. I don't know who they are, but they'll give my brother back and his daughters or something back if you guys retrieve the wand of Orcus. So at least you guys are working towards that. So I can have him back, and you can have them back.
Okay. How tall is this kid?
I don't know, how tall is the average 13-year-old?
About as tall as you in real life, I'm not gonna lie.
6'2"?
Okay, yeah, maybe he's like 5'4" or something, 5'5".
I like lean down a little bit, and I offer the gun handle out to him.
The fun gun?
The fun gun. Take it.
I don't know how to use one of these.
What did he say?
I don't know how to use one of these.
I'm not saying you have to learn. Oh God, my son gave me that, and he's probably gonna be so mad at me for doing this, but that thing took your brother from you. I took your brother from you, and if that has shown me anything, maybe I don't deserve to have a gun that just does stuff. So I'm gonna give that to you, and you can keep that, you can destroy that, you can give it back if you really want. You can decide what to do with that.
Is this like important to you?
I guess in the sense that my son gave it to me, but it's more important. It's more important to me that you get to make that choice.
do with it. When you guys were first taking me out of the desert, I thought the only thing that would have to drive me in life would be to kill you, quite frankly. But and you guys could have killed me. I thought you were going to. But I don't know. Nadir's put in so much effort to make this feel semi-normal and a little bit like home, and sometimes there's ladies that come and make us baked goods. And Gregor's nice to me, even though kind of a dickhead. But I like that old man, the one who sometimes says weird prophetic things.
Yeah.
Friend's nice, then gives me homework. I guess.
It tells me I need to grind.
Yeah, that weird pink-haired lady's always on about how I need a goal in life. She said my goal could be killing you, but
That honestly makes a lot of sense.
I won't do that.
I think over the past couple of months, this group has become more and more of a family, and I care about all of them very deeply, and I think a lot of them care about you. So there's room in that family if you want to stay. I understand that we're never going to be close, but
Probably not.
no.
But
Hey, tell you what, I'm don't get me wrong, I'm not in denial that I'm old, but I'm sure by the time you were like 18, I could still hold a gun. And if you really want to go at it, we can go at it when you grow up a bit, but
I don't think
No
that's
kill.
still too bad.
man, when I tell you, I could be in a wheelchair and still think I could do a lot of damage.
That's probably true.
It's like putting down a lame horse.
Put him out of his misery. Take him out to the pasture.
Someone put Grandpa down.
Yeah, it's like, well, if you
He's
if
yelling
you
at the
do need
walls.
someone to ever put you down, though, I'll do it. No hesitation.
You're on top of my list
Awesome.
of
Okay, cool.
people who can put me down if I need to be.
Winning.
He'd probably be the nicest one about it, actually, knowing the people that Quinn's got after him.
That's
Yeah.
actually true. I mean, Nadir said that it's better to. A lot of pain could be avoided by just talking to people, so I guess this helped a little bit.
Glad to hear it. And hey, I don't think Medea was that far off with a goal. But a goal doesn't have to be killing people or resurrecting people. Learning and growing is just fine.
Did you run out, huh?
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
I can't not
Teacher
say it
one
to
out.
the kid.
Teacher moment.
Good, good.
I guess. I'm not gonna tell Brent you said that though.
No, he'd give you more courses. He'd enroll you in AP, Alder Perfection Program.
Oh, like as in Alda?
Alda Program.
Alda.
The Aldo program.
What?
This is so.
I didn't
Hitler,
hear what you said.
This is so Hitler youth coded.
That's facts on that.
Alright.
I'm immediately going to Nadir after talking to this kid.
Why would you
Yeah.
make him talk to me?
Yeah, you
I lost my
go to
favorite gun
Nadir.
for you.
Is Nadir alone?
He's with the
Yeah,
parents.
he's sitting in his bedroom.
I think I straight up just walk in, and I think Quinn's just like fucking huffs for a second, gives Quoth a seed, and is just like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Well, what?
I point out the window to Matthias training. Did you tell that boy you were going to resurrect his brother?
I told him there was a chance.
What do you mean? He
He
said you were going to resurrect his brother and then resurrect other people as well. Don't be giving that boy false hope.
I feel like I told people that the girls were going to be resurrected at some point.
You
right?
said-
Or no?
You said
Or I
that you
told
could
specific
have.
people.
Yeah, you told. I know Anai,
Okay.
I
I
don't
just wanted
know-
to make sure what
I
I
don't think
said
it was-
knew.
but
I think-
it was also never the wand of Orcus and Rafi being included. Which I
Yeah.
will also say this. Gus told me he forgot to have Nadir tell Quinn that, and he was like, "Can I just say I did that?" And I said, "No,
Yeah.
you
I don't-
can't."
Basically, from Quinn's perspective, you told a boy who lost his brother you
Yeah.
resurrect his brother for him, and he's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been trying for the last 2 years to resurrect my girls with the help of that angel I mentioned. And I asked if they could just put Rafi on that list as well of people to bring back.
Okay, wait, so you have an angel on speed dial that you can just request to bring people back to life?
Nah, no. It was the angel that was trapped in that basement with me.
Okay.
She gave me tasks to do for a long time in kind of an unending way. And now she gave me the final task, albeit I think possibly an impossible one. And I told Matthias that of if we are able to find the wand of Orcus and keep it out of the hands of those who will do bad with it.
Okay, so you've been doing tasks for this angel with the hope that one day she was just gonna bring them back?
Yeah.
So there isn't like a you need to do this, this, and this. It's like I'm gonna keep giving you tasks, and then one day I'll bring them back for you, but didn't tell you how she was going to.
I mean, it's an angel, so I assumed it was a way that is semi-contractual.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna tell you something that I didn't think I was going to say to anybody, but the Raven didn't just appear. I talked to the Raven Queen and I asked her to show me Christy and to tell me what was happening with her and where she was. She's gone. She's out of the reach of anyone else. An angel that's just like, I can blanket bring people back if you ask me to. How does that work? Because to me, an angel isn't very high up on the tier list of people who can just decide what to do with souls. And you've never once questioned that?
I mean, honestly, I had a bit, but
Did you ask?
what are they gonna say?
An answer that's better than having no answer at all.
I'll try. Angel, can you bring people back to life? I guess I'll say this like out loud.
No, that's how I pictured it. Yeah.
Angel, can you bring people back to life?
Not even how. Doesn't bother asking how. Ask if.
I'm gonna say roll me religion.
What if it was perception instead?
No.
Advantage because Quinn's staring at him.
Oh,
with
nat
his
20.
Oh shit! It's a nat 20! That's awesome. The dice say what the dice say.
How many yell my nasty slut? How are you?
This is how we should talk to Davies, guys.
I mean, I think in your head, she's like, I have to go to higher beings, but I can do this thing when I told you, so I will not back out of this field.
I relay that verbatim to Quinn.
What higher being?
He wants to know what higher being.
Yeah, like it's all Quinn's fault. Definitely not a question he should have asked years ago.
Saloon.
It's like, honestly, you haven't spoken to. He's got you there.
Can I make a religion check? Can Saloon do that?
Yeah, roll religion.
This could be a bad roll.
I kind of feel like gods and goddesses can do whatever the fuck they want, right?
I mean, it'd be in certain people's jurisdiction more than others.
She can politic it.
18.
18. I think it is the sort of thing where, like, I don't think souls are necessarily her forte, but if she had maybe some pull with another god, she probably could. Like, it's not out of the realm of any god to just be like, I will revive. I can do, like, true resurrection.
I think Quinn's just like, okay. I mean, look, Nadir, at the end of the day, I trust your judgment, but I won't lie to you. In this moment, I am astounded that these are not questions you've asked up till now.
Maybe it's a bad habit, but I like to believe people after the wound.
Distrust any politician he comes across immediately.
Oh, yeah.
That's a politician. That's
It's
just
what I
good.
like to believe.
That's just good sense.
It is an angel of the Lord. Like, what are you gonna do? Be like, no, this is evil angel. Like,
It just makes me laugh when he says stuff like that. Like a blanket statement that doesn't actually work, but almost works.
but yeah.
Look, this might just be the skeptical side of me, but this angel has, I mean, like, people. Look, I've heard the stories from my grandpa. Like, people like will do amazing world-saving quests and not even get anything from gods, much less reviving 3 people. And some low-tier angel has written you a
Low tier, okay.
mighty big check that she has given no proof that she can cash in on, and now you've looped Matthias into this hope that she might be able to.
Yeah. Maybe it's bad of me to make that judgment, but it's what I had for a long time. And I understand your concern with that. As of now, I guess our interests seem to lie. We're looking for the Wand of Orcus. And I guess I'm just going to have to hope at this point.
Everyone's got ulterior motives. I'm not gonna say you have to, because you don't. This is your deal with her. I would highly suggest you look into what this angel's motives are, because ain't no way she's reviving 3 people out of the kindness of her heart.
Maybe you're right. I mean, I don't have a lot of power in this relationship between me and her. As far as me asking questions like that, she can just walk away, as far as I know.
I mean, hey, do you know her name?
Hamiel.
Hamiel? Is Nadir the only person that you've talked to about that whack ass vision?
Other than my girlfriend.
Okay. Well, we are in a building full of nerds, and there's a lot of books. If you can't ask her, read it. Look into who she is.
I'll go talk to Brent. Maybe somebody else who's good at research.
Okay.
That's right, you've got bad research stats.
But I guess thanks, Quinn. I guess I'm not used to this line of work. I'm used to looking at an enemy and being like, yep, that's an enemy because he's a gobbledygook demon guy. I'm not into this.
Espionage.
People have these 3 different reasons for doing things,
Yeah.
and it's all for themselves.
Well, lucky for you, I kind of care about all your sorry asses, so I care that you're not getting shorthanded by this deal that you've made. Which, hey, maybe this is a pure of heart angel of some kind, but if she ain't, that'd be a good thing to know.
Well, that means a lot that you care and you tell us. So, thanks, Quinn. You're gonna come over for a little hug.
You just reprimanded him and he still hugs you.
I think Quinn was in the, like, was about to be like, don't tell anyone I said that, but it doesn't say that. It's just like, yeah, buddy. It just gives you a little hug. Okay. Also, Matthias talked to me. We had a good conversation.
Oh, that's good to hear.
I gave him the fun gun and told him he could do whatever he wanted with it.
You gave a child a handgun?
Well, I mean, he's been training, right?
He knows
Not-
but not
not
guns,
with
but yeah.
weapons.
Yeah. He's
Can't
been
wait for him
training
to
in the
miss
yard.
bird at
I,
3 in the morning.
I handed him a weapon in a training yard.
Do you do that to every kid you see?
Or just ones whose
Well,
siblings
the
you
ones
killed?
that are receiving martial training, yes, I do.
Okay.
But guys,
If you want.
I don't know. I said he could do whatever he wanted.
I
with
bet it was. I bet this was very sweet when you gave it to him.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Okay.
but hear me
Good to know.
out.
I'm
This
glad you
reminds
talked
me of
to him.
this
Yeah.
reminds me of a video I saw
Oh.
today.
All right, I better get back to it, but go talk to Brent.
Will do.
This guy gave his toy gun to a kitten.
Oh, I saw this.
Go commit crimes.
Go commit crimes.
No, not that one.
Shoves gun in mouth. No, not that one.
I was gonna talk to probably Ren / Sasha
You better hope he doesn't try to kill him.
Yeah, you
about that. I don't know if we can just do like a research roll or something like that.
yeah, if you guys are doing a general research, are you trying to talk to them so they
I
can
think
do the
he,
research roll?
yes.
Puts gun in
I
mouth.
figured as
Body
much.
swap.
Sasha!
Kill
Solace
someone else.
is like one of them. And
The body
the
swap
ones
one was
rolled,
my
otherwise
They
we're
body
away.
swap back into a dead body.
So what are you asking them? Just to
Don't worry about it.
research
Um,
Haniel?
Yeah, who the fuck is Hamiel and maybe like recent activity kind of list to see if there's something that can be gleaned from those kind of
Alright,
facts.
let's have Sasha. We'll give her a guidance.
'Cause I think my my one research roll I did was nothing. It
There you
turned
go.
out nothing.
So, advantage to Sasha. So we have a.
Not a nat 20, damn.
So we have a. So that's 22 from Sasha.
Hell yeah, Sasha, get your tits out.
Yeah, man.
She pulls out a book and just flashes it.
Flashes the book for
And she
info.
shows you what she finds. Tamiel is an angel of Saloon. Many angels, they have their patron god. She is of Saloon's like court and domain. She is one of Saloon's oldest and most loyal angels. She is a righteous warrior that has fought the hordes of the abyss before the Nine Hells were even a thing.
This does not look good for me.
Until Asmodeus's revolt, she did not side with Asmodeus, instead fought against him in his revolt, staying by the side of her goddess. She is known to be kind-hearted and passionate, but fierce in protecting the less powerful. She has not strayed in eons from her goddess, I think. You know, like, it's hard to really keep tabs on specific angels. I mean, there's stuff they do that's notable, like, oh, she fought against Asmodeus when he first revolted, and she was a great warrior in the origins of the Blood War, I guess we'll say. But, you know, sometimes people will pray to her for, you know, protection. And actually, I know that she was named after another.
So anyway, she's a good guy, and if she doesn't like me,
Well, okay, it doesn't necessarily mean she's a good guy. She's a very prolific warrior for a goddess that has generally, in the past that we know, we not our characters, know has been aligned with stopping things like demons taking over. That does not necessarily mean there's other.
I need you to help me metagame for just half a second. And I need you to understand that metagaming-wise, we all know how her brain works, and we're all pretty set on the fact that my past self is evil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But yeah, she is, you know, one of these powerful angels that is known for peace and joy and to bring calmness and serenity to people, and she's very protective, but she's also very powerful as a warrior.
Okay. And you would be like, I think that's good.
That sounds like good things to me.
You paranoid bastard.
One of
I'm
these
probably
days,
right to be.
one of these days is going to be paranoid at someone who is actually evil. It just hasn't happened.
Yeah.
These
Can't
kids.
catch you off guard if you're always on guard.
Exactly.
But like,
Medea's this thing.
I mean, she's a legit angel. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, of course, that's just for history. So,
Right. I guess that could change at any time.
but I think Sasha's like, well, I think this is. Should we be Samuel? I mean, I guess you don't have to answer that, but.
I guess I would fill Sasha in kind of there.
And then she like started like nodding along, and she's like, yeah, I mean, I can see why Quinn was like, hey,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
No,
But-
I think I did it.
I also don't think it's a crazy thing to just instinctively be like, angels aren't bad guys.
That's what I was assuming. I lived in the desert for a long time, so I didn't really meet any angels until right that moment.
And she's not insisting we give the wand of Orcus to her.
No, she said we can do whatever the fuck we want, I think.
Like, I assume not whatever, like, use it and stuff,
Yeah.
but, like, maybe if we start using it, she might come down and, like, start killing us, but,
Yeah. But like if we shove it in somewhere.
yeah, we'll have to keep it from people.
Yeah. Or just simply break it in half.
Well,
You can do.
I think there's a very specific, also,
I'm about to get actually by someone not even in our party.
you know, because this all has been happening, I've been a little bit researching some stuff. I think the reason people didn't break it in the first hand is because if it's broken and destroyed, he can make a new one.
Oh.
But if it's not broken, he's just lost without it. So maybe we shouldn't break it.
Okay. That's probably good to know. That probably would have been an instinct of mine if somebody ran at me trying to grab it.
Yeah, so don't break it, please.
Okay.
Because then you can I mean, I think it takes quite a while, but I don't think we're necessarily going to go and try to kill him, because kind of crazy.
I don't know that we have that horsepower.
I don't know that we have that horsepower. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I could help.
Yes, thank you very much. appreciate all your help.
Yeah, well, thanks for also training with Gregor, because that's too much for me.
Yeah, tired of getting punched a bunch of times.
I do. I can't just fireball him. That's rude. I mean, I could, but I don't want to kill him.
He'll survive.
We do have a cleric.
Yeah.
2. Maybe I will. This is a good chat, Nadir.
Fireball the kitchen. You know you want to.
You know you want to.
It disintegrates Gregor.
Yeah. Oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck!
I thought you were stronger.
I thought you were stronger. Is there anything else for anyone? Right at the moment. 'Cause
I think. Well, maybe not.
I'm so sorry. My friend is ranting because she had to put in.
oh, I wasn't staring at you because I didn't even see you had that up to your ear. I had something for you, but I'll wait.
There was that potential scene between Bren and the Sylvius that Medea was
This is
kind
going on a 3-minute Snapchat
volunteer.
video now of her ranting. Hold on.
But
Yeah,
she did sort of
you-
volunteer for
Bren-
this.
So terrible.
Bren and Medea sit down with Sylvius, and Quinn, you're probably there at the doorway because you're the bodyguard.
Bren's bodyguard.
You're always there.
You're always guarding his body.
Damn right I am.
I'll let you take the floor.
Are we in Bren's office? Well, I guess you're wondering why we gathered you here. I don't know if you've heard yet what all the departments recently discovered, but it has to do with the Desai.
Yes, we have. Oh, sorry. She's British. This is Evelyn. Evelyn is honestly a scary looking woman, a little bit.
She's scary as fuck.
She's a little scary. Yes, we've heard about the Desai and the soldiers and their experiments.
Yes.
So,
my original intent for approaching you was to see. We're originally going to go with the stealthy approach to at least get in and grab information. And we wanted to have backup in the sense of if we were caught excusing such, trespassing as an internal audit of sorts, but we'd need some sort of plan backing to do so. And we thought it might make the most sense if it were the Sylvius to do such a thing. Granted, it might not be the best thing now, seeing as we all got invited to the wedding between Dimitri Desai and Magnolia Whittaker.
yes, and I assume you had a conversation similar to your husband, where I assume he also had the same
Yes.
issues of it of if you are caught, that puts us in a very precarious position.
Yes.
I will sign this if Akeem Alta does as well.
I'll take that to him. And
Because
I'll
if
get
I
back.
sink, he will sink for this.
That's fair. I'll bring it to him.
Thank you. But don't get caught.
That's the plan.
But I've spoken about this sort of thing with Grace, and it is in our best interest to get as much information as we can. So,
Will anyone of the Sylvius clan be attending the Desai wedding?
it would be too telling if we did not. Yes.
I have a feeling. Well, I guess we'll see you there in a couple of weeks if we don't manage
Oh,
to.
for the joyous occasion.
Oh, yes, I have a similar sentiment.
Okay.
Brennan
is
just like watching.
Yeah, I think like Bren is like maybe on one side of the table, and he just occasionally like will look at Quinn with like just kind of like wide eyes, like and it's like Evelyn is just talking to like Medea, and he's just like, great, this was a
Productive.
productive meeting. thank you, everyone. And I'll walk you guys out.
She stopped to order some food and stopped sending videos for a second.
Oh!
But I need you to know that there was like.
No, my hips hurt really bad.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I needed.
I was
to
like, do I need to
adjust.
move?
There's like
No, I'm
over
okay.
30 video snaps sent to me. There's more coming.
Jesus.
The night shift manager. Night shift manager's being a bully to 21-year-old girls that can't be bullied. So my friend is putting on her mom jeans.
Yeah, yep.
What do you have for me?
I have another dream.
No, that's okay. I don't need more.
No, you do.
Oh, fuck.
You have a nice, lovely routine.
Why can't I be the one that doesn't sleep?
Because that would be less fun for me.
What would have happened if she would have drawn that one?
She would have, like, schizophrenic
Vivid-
episodes.
vivid hallucinations.
Like, she'd have vivid hallucinations. She'd have, like, a That's So Raven moment.
Oh no.
You are looking down at your hands, and one hand looks to have grown claws and turned red, while the other looks somewhat normal. You know, you still have calluses from forging, hiding. Why would you do that to yourself? Hamiel asks, that you now know her name is Hamiel. Looking down at your
My
hand.
hands weren't red before, right?
No.
Okay.
But it's just one.
As if that's better.
Yeah. She seems very stern and serious, like her arms are crossed. You're gonna lose yourself if you mutilate your body this way. And your voice speaks. It's the best way to defeat them. How could she not get it? Says who? Asmodeus? Yeah. Asmodeus, he's the best of her kind. We're only doing what's necessary. And I think she just kind of sighs and turns from you. I don't want you to become something you're not. And she leaves. And you wake up from your dream.
I appear in Nadir's doorway like, wake up at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, and Nadir, you wake up and there's just like a form in your doorway and like,
Oh my god, wait, no, but you're a fox, so you have eye shine.
Oh, that's even better.
In the darkness, eyes.
so also I feel like Nadir has eye shine too.
That's probably true.
Two bitches with eye shine looking at each other.
If
3
anyone
a.m.
is
in the
walking
dark.
down this hallway, they're gonna get the shit scared out of them.
So what the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
My voice just kind of like wobbles and I'm like, Nadir,
Oh, what is it tonight?
I had another dream.
Oh, come over here and sit down.
Such a good dad figure. I don't know what I did, but Hamiel was berating me for changing myself, saying I was gonna lose myself, and I had a awful red hand that was all scaly, and I said I was following Asmodeus's advice, and we were doing what was necessary to win. I don't even know what we were winning.
Well, that sounds like a research project in the morning. If
Please, love God, go back to sleep.
if you're okay with talking this through a little bit with Bren and maybe even Sasha if you want. She helped me with some research recently.
Probably smart. It's probably about time that I've told Bren.
Maybe
It's every day with this group.
it is.
for Bren.
It's every fucking day.
Maybe the more important thing is you keep assigning yourself as this person in the dream. And I don't know, maybe that is a piece of you at some point, but Anai is somebody who woke up one day, lived in a bar for a while, came to the big city, and got blown up in an explosion, and has been helping lots of people since. You are not necessarily this person with this scary hand that you described.
Right. Lydia said something similar once.
Oh.
I can give good advice.
He's like, really?
That doesn't sound like her, but okay.
Right, I'm gonna go write down as much as I can remember in the journal I've been keeping, so I don't forget it.
Okay, well, if you don't want to be alone, you could take the bed here and I'll take my really nice recliner.
The lazy boy?
It is
What's
no
even
problem.
funnier? What's even funnier?
I invented a recliner in my room.
What's even funnier is if I let him take the recliner and then transform into a fox and take up one corner of his bed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just a tiny, like I'm sleeping specifically just on his pillow.
Nadir's up at 3 in the morning. He does not remember that you can turn into like a ball.
Yes, that's true.
That's so fair.
It's 9:30, so we can probably wrap up soon. So is there anything else I'd like to do?
I have to talk to Hakeem again.
Yeah. You could talk to
It's like, hey, Evelyn said she'll sign it if you sign it. Don't rush it. Think it over. We have a couple weeks.
Alright. Yeah.
At this rate, we might not need it.
Right.
So you don't have to. It's really just more about just like, oh, an open statement of decide you fucked up, you got 2 clans pissed off, potentially. But it's really putting the oldest name on something. So,
And
think it
it
over.
is also, we will be 2 peas in a pod.
yeah, she did say something about if the Sylvia's burn, the older burn, which is... Honestly,
Yeah.
I will say, I don't think it should such things become public about what the Desai is doing. I don't think many clans would be pleased with them. At least the Stallard likely won't. I know they're neighbours and they share similar industry, but like, if Desai's align with cults of Orcus, Cult of Orcus fucked up that one town in Stallard lands.
That's true.
And like literally, my group and I had to go and solve that for one.
That's true.
Which could be a political misdirection, but directly it goes
No,
against
absolutely.
interests.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Something to think about. Thank you, Gio.
Think it over.
I will.
Yeah, Amanda, make a decision right now.
I have so much crap I need to do for next time.
Oh god.
Homework.
I have homework.
But yeah, I walked to the wedding.
You walk there. You go there and you do it.
Yeah, I performed the ceremony.
Yeah.
Cole comes.
But like, hey, a guy kind of just showed up in like kind of priesty robes. It was just like, I'm doing this thing.
Yeah.
3 weeks early.
I will say, the next morning, the big news before we end is that the Psy clan has backed out of the Chancellor race and is instead backing the Stellar clan.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't
I'm
like
not
Isn't there only 5 clans?
No, there's 6.
Oh.
There's Nimane. We haven't talked about them much, but they're pretty much the entire coastline.
So
Southern
the race
coastline.
is between Grace Sylvius, Hakeem Olga, Adelie Nimane, and Aiden Stallard.
I really don't
And
like
that is where we're gonna end our session tonight.
I don't like that!
Thanks for listening, shorties.
Bye bye! Tim, listen to the early part of the recording!
Listen.